Shh. It's time for Mike at Night to start. Fall back and let Head pop his shh.
Welcome to another edition of Mike at Night. You're rocking with your boy HED the Playmaker. I am your host. You know what I'm talking about? We in this thing. Another Wednesday, man. We finna go live. We finna pop our shit, talk our game, talk our shit, whatever you want to call it. I got my dog with me, Buddy the Barber, and Nikki Parker is in the building. We in here. We finna pop our shit and talk some game, talk game. What's good with y'all, man? What's good? What's the deal?
What's up?
How was everybody?
What's happening?
It was good, actually.
Man, I'm still going through my night, man. Lakers pissing me off.
I had to ask about the Laker game because it was 3 when I left my friend house. Was they playing Detroit?
No, they playing goddamn Minnesota right now.
Yeah, the Minnesota, they was up.
Ant-Man.
I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of goddamn LeBron James, man.
He needs to retire. His son can't even play.
Brown, you say Brown need to retire?
Yeah, his son need to just get out the league. That's embarrassing.
I'm not even worried about Bronny. LeBron James is a pain in my pee hole, nigga.
Well, you bet money
as
on
a Laker fan. No, as a Laker fan.
Oh.
Like, he's embarrassing as a Laker fan. I've been a lifelong Laker fan.
Right. Fuck the Lakers, they took Luka. I gotta keep it 100 with you, bro. They fleeced the shit out of Dallas, my nigga. Hey, they got down on me, man.
No, that Shaw GM tripping.
Man, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, man, let's do it though. Picking up from last week.
But
no,
I still
hold on. To answer your question.
Yeah, I want to know why he got in a business suit.
Oh, okay.
Just by happenstance. Let's just walk through this. Do you know me? Essentially, my name from doing what?
I just met you like last Wednesday, and they
business,
said, yeah,
business,
yeah.
So, be it that I own my business, I probably should look like it.
Nah, that part. The homegirl Nita done joined in. You know what I'm saying?
Hi. Sorry, this light is killing me. I tried to move around.
I'm just choosing every day to look like I own my business. That's it.
So how's everybody doing?
Good.
Good, and yourself?
I'm doing well. Can't complain. Thank you.
Do you cut hair too?
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Like, clothes can be cleaned. Like back in like.
Talk about. Were you asking her? Do she cut her?
No, I was asking.
Okay. I'm like,
because I was gonna say. I mean, yeah. What do you mean? I was like, I like your bags.
Right. But yeah, back in the day, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, up into the 80s, men dressed business casual. Even in the 90s when I was growing up, men dressed business casual. It was regular. Hip hop got motherfuckers thinking that it's just you got to dress down all the time. And yeah, I may listen to that music for entertainment, but that ain't got nothing to do with the business of my life.
Right.
I mean, we all listen to hip hop for entertainment, music in general.
Yeah, but some make it their lifestyle, and yeah, I do to a certain extent. But I want to represent business when I'm outside.
Ain't nothing wrong with representing business though, or wearing a suit.
No,
or dressing like you. If for some, to each his own. Really, with
Right.
me, you know what I'm saying. Some people.
Like is the dressing thing
me
like
personally? Like I was telling my bro when I got my haircut, hey man, I need to go ahead and suit and tie me up one time. At least. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
yeah, it's a great thing to do, especially if you want to conduct business.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a suit and tie though. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day, in the 90s and the 80s, there was plenty of black brothers walking around suit and tie, but briefcases.
Right.
The drug dealers had briefcases and suits and ties.
So are you trying to? It sounds like are you trying to equate? Dressing because you keep saying ain't nothing wrong with dressing business hard, but you're trying to equate it to people taking you more seriously.
I take myself seriously. Period.
That's what
People take me seriously. People take me seriously because I conduct myself seriously.
because I know people who I worked in San Francisco, so I know business owners who had $1 million business and they really dress like Adam Sandler. Like they
We
be
both
dressed.
worked in San Francisco and the people are the same ilk. However, it's a way you dress when you have $1 billion, and it's a way you dress when you're trying to get to $1 billion. You don't act like you're already there when you ain't made it. So I get it.
I work with small business owners. I literally
I'm still trying to make that deal that's gonna get me to that another status. So I don't got time to play games like that. Like as a black man, as people like to say, I'm not playing with y'all like that. I'm trying to take every opportunity that come my way, and I don't want the way I dress to keep me away from the table.
So it sounds like I don't know, like because I'm very blackish. I'm blackish all the way. So are you trying to seem to me like you trying to have a seat at the table with the white people?
For sure.
Why not?
I'm in business now with the Filipinos. I got other businesses that I sit at with white people. Why not?
Why?
Okay, and that lets me know a lot. Thank you for that.
Well, but I'm saying, but why? Well, why not?
What? So why can't you?
Why would I,
You
business owner,
yeah.
business in
Hey, boy, come on now,
wait,
dog.
I can't even hear you.
Come on, man.
There's a lot of
Come on now. Because hold on. You were asking him about a suit. I'm saying, like, you took
No. I get where
way
she's
he's
going. I
saying
get where she's going. I get where she's going. Ride it out.
he's saying things, but the way he's talking, he's equating having a suit to
Okay.
assimilating to like
being a business owner, to being a businessman, to present yourself.
no, but that doesn't.
That's the perception of the suit. That's why he's saying like basically he wears the suit because shit, you don't want to dress. He want to look a certain way. Ain't nothing wrong with it though, right? I mean,
that it was basically like he's he's assimilating to white supremacy because in the suit or not, the suit or not,
White supremacy. White supremacy.
not. You still a black man.
Come on, man.
You still gonna be a
hold on,
nigga.
one more time. Bro.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Boosie, talk to her, man. What's wrong with her? That ain't got nothing to do with white supremacy.
Yes, it do because
No, it
professionalism
don't.
is rooted in white supremacy.
So
Being professional is rooted in white supremacy.
So let me ask you a question. As a black man, one of my favorite gentlemen of my pastime was Booker T. Washington. He didn't play around with like that. What are you talking about?
That's crazy.
But professionalism is rooted in white supremacy.
Yeah, when that's your focus, but when you focused on business, professionalism is professionalism, and they appreciate your professionalism like you appreciate theirs. It's not about the color of your skin; it's about what you can do for each other.
Have you ever did a business pitch before and see how people dress with business pitches?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was a part of the Deca Club, 11th and 12th grade year out of Hayward High School. I was actually the president, Distributed Education Club of America. I actually won third place in California for my business pitch.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying?
Because I know how.
Wow. That part.
About I don't take nobody more seriously because they in a business suit.
Are you at the table?
Yeah, actually, I am.
Okay.
How
At the
do you,
owner's
hold on,
table.
hold on. So Nina, how you feel about
You know, I came in tail end, so I was just trying to hear everybody's perspective and opinion, and I guess try to get a gauge on it. I tried to chime in a little earlier and just ask him, like, is part of your dressing technique or your dressing idea based on how you feel? Because I know a lot of the times, like, my grandmother was from New Orleans, Creole, so she would always be like, don't go out in sweatpants or pajama pants or things like that, because first impressions are lasting impressions, right?
right?
So I
Yes,
think what
ma'am.
they're both saying kind of ties in, right? Because when she said, oh, you're playing into the white man's game, the way that my grandmother tells me that, oh, you guys don't go out in pajamas in New Orleans, it was illegal. I think that Black people were up against so much that they had to try their best to assimilate into a community that would never accept them, right? Flat ironing our hair, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like getting more like them to even be accepted. But on the other end, I hear what this brother's saying. He's like, I dress the part of what makes me feel good, so when I step out to handle my business, interact, or I go and introduce myself to the world, I want to show them this side of me. So that I understand, right? And when she was saying that too, I mean, Miss Lady, I understood Nikki too. So I mean, that's why I didn't really say anything, because I felt like both of you guys were kind of sort of saying similar things.
But
As
we
far
also
as
gonna have different. We also gonna have different experiences, because the way that I'm going to be judged in the business world and the way you're going to be judged in the business world, two different things.
Actually, we experience the same thing. If even more so, Black women is more discriminated against.
I don't know about that, dog.
You
Hold
definitely
on,
speak
dog.
up. The angry Black.
Man, I don't know about all that, dog. That no, no,
There's
no,
no
no.
way. There's no way. There's no way you really even. It's like, come on, bro.
Oh
Come on,
man.
man. Stop it. Stop it.
I mean, I feel
You
like
need to
I
like
feel
stop
like with
it.
that we're a
You
package. I
you
feel like
can
we're a
you can
package
love
deal.
Black women as much as
I
you
think
want
we're a
to,
package deal,
but
right? When it
That's
man,
comes down
knock
to
that
Black
crazy.
men
off.
and Black women, I think that society equally challenges us, right? But we got to look for like those divide and
No,
conquer methods, right? So,
no. Naturally, men live a far more dangerous life than women. Naturally.
can
Right.
I say something? That's not all the way always true either, right?
But that's
So
like
We're not
that's
talking
not
about
true. I,
always. We're
I, I
talking about
think that
majority.
I think all of us walk around
what
in.
perspective of being Black in general is dangerous to be Black.
Thank you. I was gonna say that.
No,
I mean,
no,
I
I
think we're
didn't say. I
all.
didn't
It's
say. I
dangerous
didn't
to
say
be
black.
Black
I didn't
in
say. Wait,
general.
wait, 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 wait. What y'all saying? It sounds very equality,
All that
but
sounds
it's not even
exactly,
the
yeah.
reality. Wait. It's not even the reality that you live in, though.
It
It's
is.
not the reality that you live in. No, if right now we was all on a boat and we was going down like Titanic, they would say all the men help the women and the children get in the boats and get out so we can keep life going. And men would sacrifice themselves.
Facts.
Stop the cap.
I mean,
Stop.
That's it.
Don't
I
even
mean,
don't
It
even
I
had
mean,
insult
can
me.
I say
just
something
like
to
the
that?
Titanic
That
movie.
that is
Y'all
very,
will be on the life
that is
rafts.
very. I mean, you saying something like that, we could almost say, okay, well, how many Black men get the opportunity to get up and leave a household, and then the black women have to clean up the mess, right? So we could use 1,000 of those situations
Okay.
and say, and say that we're the last person going down with the boat, if we're going to metaphorically speak like that, right? But no, that's not.
Okay.
It's not necessarily the truth. I think we all go through things, and I think that.
Well, no. What I'm saying as a definition, I'm saying as an example, excuse me, is just giving you an example of, let's just make it what it is. If it was a war that kicked off, they would not tap the women for the draft first, because
Right.
life must go on. They're going to take
I
the
think you. I
able-bodied
think you're
men.
referencing. I think you're referencing very old and very
Yeah,
outdated
it's so many
references.
women in the
That's
military.
not very much true. Our country was
No,
just on
nobody
the
said there's
verge
not
of.
women in the military, but even they're cleaning up the military now because what you're talking about don't work.
What are we talking about that doesn't work?
They're
Be
cleaning
specific.
up. They're cleaning because that thought process, it just don't work.
What that women don't go through is equally challenging with situations, or that men are going to be men are going to be on the front line to when things go down.
No, men naturally live more dangerous lives than women.
In what extent?
It's been like that. It's been like that throughout time. It's never not been like that. Because generally, men, our aggression is as a man. I'm not even trying to down you. I'm educating you. As a man, generally, the natural testosterone, man to man, is so aggressive just in the common settings.
Facts.
We have to, in order to make it to be a man with gray hair, you have to control yourself to an extent a woman will never be able to do.
I don't understand that.
Every man.
I don't get your argument,
I don't necessarily agree with
I don't get your argument. I don't get your argument.
Me either. It's very loosely.
Check
no foundation.
Check me out.
Yeah, it's not. No, I don't. It's based on.
No. Okay, listen. Just in general. Just in general. I'm not talking about black men. I'm talking about men.
In general.
All men.
Other races got
live far more. Stop. We're not talking about races. I said men.
We talk about men.
Of all men, far more dangerous lives because they take more natural risk.
I don't believe that. And I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I think that's a very
Nobody's trying to convince you.
Outdated. I think that's a very outdated mindset.
Statistically, based on statistics on what I'm showing, who's emerging in businesses, it's women. And the top one is black women who take the more risk.
You're proving my point. Thank you. You're proving my point. You're proving my point. Thank you. No, you just did. No. You didn't. Hold on. She said statistically, black women are having better time in business than black men. That's what you just said, right? They're emerging business. Emerging businesses mean they're going up.
Yeah.
That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
So I said to you, your experience in business is going to be far different than mine.
No,
that's what I said.
But the study said
that's what I said. I'm
agreeing
with you.
The study says because black women are take more risks and they're willing to apply for more things and do more things to do what it takes, and they don't get discouraged.
Yeah, and
you're saying something else. You're saying no. Don't put some on it. Wait, don't put some on it. Stay on the subject. Stay on the subject, though. Stay on the subject. I said black men live more dangerously in life and take more risks.
Can I say naturally? You're jumping around. You're jumping around a lot. And when you say if something is way more dangerous for men in life, that is definitely associated with black men, right? Because white men don't have the same encounters and same dangers that you do, right? And that's a fact.
You think white men don't die?
Donald Trump and President Obama. This is facts, right? This is not even negotiable, right? You don't have the same risk factors as white men. White men don't have the same risk factors as you, right? Asian men have
no one has the same risk factors as anybody, but that's not to the point.
Color, right? But when you say about a business setting, a man, if we're talking about just men, a man is going to walk in and get a job and get paid better than women of any color. So then again, it still brings us down to how is it that it's harder for you guys and not us? We have to come in and work twice as hard, be twice as smart just to get the same pay that they would hand you. So I don't technically agree with that. Like, I think that that's kind of outdated and it's kind of vague and it doesn't fit all categories. Now, certain things I will say are more detrimental to black men: driving, being around police, other aspects, but not always business. Not always. If you're educated, brother, and you go get a job, you're going to get paid. Women are going to have to work harder, worry about our kids, hope that we have a husband at home. It's going to be so other many things against us.
So men don't have to hope they have a wife?
Your wife would be the one. Would you be carrying the baby for 9 months? If you were fucking and got pregnant, are you gonna have to take off for 9 months, or is she?
Is that
you
my
can
fault?
Continue on being who you are.
Wait. We all born. We all born how we born.
My boy
we all born how we born though. Wait. Stop.
You're saying
wait. Stop. Because you can't just blabber. Let me answer something.
What I said made perfect sense.
Wait, stop. Wait.
Okay.
Let me answer your question first. Let me answer your question first.
Because you're talking a lot.
I heard all
it?
of it.
Okay.
No, I heard it all.
Okay.
I let you talk.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Okay. Did you?
I'm trying to get you. I gotta go. Let's go subject for subject because you were saying a lot.
I didn't say
I'm
a
not
lot.
jumping
I just
around.
said, how could you say that women have it less harder in a business aspect where if we get pregnant, we have to take off and leave our job where a man would not have to do that? Is that not, did you not catch that? Was that not clear? Was that babble?
No,
did you get it?
I'm very clear.
Okay.
No, you said, I said you said a lot.
I didn't say a lot. That was very short and very to the point. Take it in.
FMLA type situation, by all means, there are, I know I have associates and friends myself who, when their wife went on FMLA, they went on FMLA as well.
You're getting off subject.
And they help. No, I'm not. Just let me finish what I'm saying. So it's very situation for situation when it comes to FMLA. If the guy that you have,
you're getting off topic.
No, I'm not.
You missed my whole concept of that. I was talking
No,
about.
I understand what you're saying.
Not about if a man.
I'm understanding what you're saying.
Could take. How often, especially in California, would a man take FMLA off and cut that other income to take off with his wife for pregnancy?
How
many people really have the? How many people?
Mike, y'all got. Hey, wait. One at a time, because the message ain't gonna get out if y'all talking over. Communication is the key, like in every good relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's like what's going on. Y'all just gonna keep cutting them off. What's happening?
No, I think it's giving a comprehension issue, because I feel like we speaking real clear and real sound, right? And he's coming back with just belligerent rhetoric, and then it's not expecting a reaction, right? To say that most men take off pregnancy leave with their wives it's most not smart take off, because that's not a realistic thing. That's not a realistic thing. No, that's not real. Most people waiting for a baby, stacking money, are not going off of work.
On their situation as well. Like if they together.
Yeah, that's why I say situation for situation.
So we were having a baby right now, and I had to take off work. Right? Are you going to take off too? Why would you lose money? If I already have to lose money and we're in a hardship, why would you then say, I'm going to take off too? Why?
Because I've saved up. Okay. I put money to the side.
That's not even real. That's what I'm saying. In California, unless you got $2 million put up, it doesn't make any sense. It's $1 million to retire out here. Let's talk facts.
Okay.
Unless you have $1 million put up to retire,
my children are very well.
I'm sure.
And
I'm not taking anything from you as a dad.
Okay, so just hold on. What I'm telling you is what I did. I don't know how anybody else can figure out their situation, but I looked at the math. I did the hours. I made sure that my children's mothers didn't have to work while they worked part-time while I was they was pregnant. Like, I don't know what type of niggas y'all mess with.
If I messed with somebody very sound off, actually, the person I had a son was very well off. Own houses, actually very well off, right? It's just a matter of what's smart. In California, when you say that, low income is $105,000 a year, right? So when you say, oh, you're pregnant and taking time off, I'll take it off with you. I'm just saying, as a partnership, how sound is that? Why is a
can I answer the question? Can I answer the question? Because it's a long run-off question.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's a long run-off question.
I was off 2 years when I had my baby, but at the same time, he's not able to, it was more so I had my money, my own personal money saved up. Just in case anything happened, I can cover my own tracks. But realistically, in the real world, if I had to work, if I really was working, I would not want to take off work. I would work my whole 9 months and get.
That's your personal want. You're free to do that.
But you have the option to take.
You're free to do what you want.
Doesn't have the option. She's gonna have to take off regardless. You have the option to do it. We don't have an option.
Yeah, that'll make.
We know we're about to create.
Well, I mean, that's the difference between men and women. What do you want me to do about that?
But most
like that's but listen, wait. In the same respect, wait a second. But wait a second. In the same respect, I can sit here and get mad because I gotta go to work and you're gonna be sitting at home. And then that just made me a bitch ass nigga.
Because your wife's pregnant, you're gonna get mad that she's sitting at home.
Oh no, y'all can't.
That's exactly my
I don't
point.
know what you're
That's
saying.
exactly my point.
Oh,
Why?
hell
No,
no.
listen.
He just made
I'm
a
not sitting
statement.
here
I'm just
saying that.
asking.
But listen. You sitting here arguing with me,
I'm not
and
arguing
I'm
with you,
not
baby.
sitting
I
here.
just
Wait,
asked
stop.
you a
Wait.
question.
Listen. I'm not saying that. I'm saying make sure that the family is able to be
No, you
provided
just
for,
said I could
and
get
then
mad
take
going
the
to work
time
seeing you at
because
home.
any child, every child, for the most part, I know for sure that first 30 days, the mom is gonna be trapped in the house because the baby ain't supposed to be outside like that.
So
Okay. So in respect to that alone, a lot of dads take FMA lay time just for that.
no, they
because
don't. They
we
just
gotta.
made paternal leave legal.
I'm
They
telling
just
you
made
about
paternal
better
leave
niggas than
legal
you done
like 10
fucked with.
years ago.
Hey,
That's not true.
stop.
That's not
I'm
true.
telling you about better niggas. I'm telling you about
Sir,
better niggas
I
than the niggas
work
you
in
fucked with.
HR.
I'm
Baby,
telling you
I
about
have
better
really
niggas
legit
than the
worked
niggas you
in
fucked with.
HR. That's not true.
I'm telling you about better
That's not
niggas
true,
than the
baby.
niggas
That's
you
not
fucked
true.
with.
They did not have
It's very
paternal leave.
true. It's very true.
He's lying. I have a coworker who's Middle Eastern. He did not take off work. He flew his mom and dad out the country to help his wife and her mom and dad. He didn't take off no
That's
damn
their
work.
culture. If black people
Paternal
had more
do that.
legacy, if black people had more legacy with us,
shit.
we would do the same thing.
We
That's not my fault.
We actually have legacy, but black people not tapped into it enough to utilize it.
Okay, that's fine.
But,
whatever
hold
you
on,
want to say, they ain't got it.
When you say black people not tap into it, are you just speaking on the women?
No, in general, he said if black people had legacy, we do have a lot of legacy, but it's been diluted
absolutely.
so much throughout the years. Black people
How you got legacy and most of these people don't even know where they patriarchy come from?
I mean, because we still
How
have
do you have legacy?
We have legacy. Black people not utilizing
family lineage.
Huh?
Because that's important.
How do you have legacy and you don't know where your forefather is?
But I'm saying
how do you have legacy and most of these people don't know their dad? Most of these people don't. Most of these people that we talk to, 8 out of 10 don't know their dad.
What?
So how do we have legacy? Because you're talking statistics, go look it up. You can Google it.
Okay, but that's
8 out of 10
like
black children don't know their dad. So how do you have legacy?
That's like a black man problem to me. So why y'all not trying to carry on y'all legacy?
I agree with you. I carry on mine. I don't know.
I would like to challenge you on the statistics because honestly, I would more so think it would be. I would more so.
You challenging me ain't gonna make dads be in kids' lives.
Damn. Can I say something? I would definitely
challenge me.
I would definitely think it would be more on the Latin end of more not knowing their fathers, just on when children when kids cross the border or families cross the borders and it's family division. I would say right now, if we're speaking currently, it would be less that. It's a lot more black men that are active dads, especially younger. This younger generation that grew up I'm 85. So this younger generation, they're active dads. I've seen more sorry ass moms than I have less active dads this go round. This generation. Just being honest.
Okay,
so again, I don't know what
okay, let's take
that.
Let's accept what you're saying. Let's accept what you're saying. Let's accept what you're saying. Let's accept what you're saying, right? If that's true, we've had the same issue from about, we say 85. Let's take from 85. That means that dads that are like 25, you're talking about like 30 something.
Younger, yeah, I would call them younger, yeah. Second round, yeah.
Okay, I'm 38, so let's just say 28, right?
Yeah, okay.
Most of these cats don't got kids. A lot of the same guys have babies with multiple women.
Again, okay. Let me piggyback off that. A lot of these guys are having, you said, multiple babies with the same woman, right? And
no,
why
multiple baby mamas with multiple babies with multiple women. They got women. They got babies by multiple women.
I think that aspect is based on your environment and maybe the people around you, right? The younger people that I encounter, and maybe my daughter goes to a HBCU. My sister is of that age, so I'm only going off of the younger people I've had the ability to see or know in their life, right? So I can't speak on everyone.
Most people do not look at the bottom. Most people don't look at the bottom of the barrel.
What? Okay, baby, that's too much. What are you talking about? Who decides what the bottom of the barrel is?
from my
Who
perspective,
says that you're lower than somebody else? Who
buddy?
says that you're bottom of the barrel? Who makes
Well,
that choice?
let's just take
That's a
low
mindset.
income, right?
Okay.
Let's just
okay,
take
I
low
work in
income.
low income.
We can't take
No,
low income
How
because low
many?
income in
How many?
California
Okay,
is 6 figures.
so
So we can't take
wait,
low
no,
income.
it's not.
no,
No, it's not. There is
Low
actually a
income in
low income
California is not
people.
6
It's
figures.
people. It's no, it's not, baby. It's people in
California
California
low
that
income
only
baby is
make.
105.
yeah,
You're
the
It's
really not
federal,
people
up to
in
date on your
California
shit.
that
If you make
only
105 in
make
California, you are considered low
30,000
income.
on paper. It's people in
Okay.
California that only make 30,000 on paper.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the low
No, but
income.
listen. It's
There's people
people
that
out
make
here that
nothing an
don't make
hour.
no money. It's people out here that don't make no money, and
Right.
they looking at you every day, and you just don't know it. I'm
What?
telling you, they walking around every day, and you just don't know it. You don't
okay,
know how much they don't got because you
You
don't
gotta
go
look
home
at
with
your
them.
environments,
So
brother. You put them
wait,
suits
no,
on and you
listen,
walking around
I
straight
live in
trash.
a very
You gotta
nice
change your
environment,
environment.
but
I'm with sis at
you
this
know what?
point.
Why? But
Clothes
listen,
ain't
I'm
your
not
thing.
trying to insult you. I'm not trying
I'm
to
not.
insult you.
You're
okay.
So
Let me.
telling me I need to
you're
change my
saying that people have
environment,
jobs that
Thank
are
you.
watching me. Who?
Hey, man, come on. Y'all gotta let each
ma'am.
other finish
I'm
Okay,
not
talking.
trying to knock you. Wait a minute. Listen to what I'm saying.
I
I'm
wasn't
not
offended.
okay,
I
but
need to say
I wasn't
listen.
offended.
Can I finish what I'm saying?
yeah. So
There are people who live at the bottom of the barrel. A lot of people look over them and move past them every day, but they're still down at the bottom of the barrel.
What does it have to do with the low income level in California? What does it have to do?
Everything, because it's
There's
still
okay,
people
so that's
just
the
in the
case. There's
low
people
income.
hungry with
We're
no
talking
shelter
about the
around the
low
country.
income. In low income housing alone, how many girls in those apartment buildings living in those homes have children in those homes by multiple dads?
If you're just gonna talk about the ghetto, talk about the ghetto. I don't know. I'm from the suburbs, so again,
okay,
I can't talk about
so I
Right.
perspectives
So
that
work.
I don't necessarily know.
In,
I don't
so
know.
listen,
I
I
don't
live in
know.
the suburbs. That's giving a very angled view of everything.
so
Not
I live.
really.
I
There,
Not
actually.
really.
there are
Not
people at
really.
the
Hold up.
bottom too,
So
though.
Nina, you grew up in the suburbs too? You were raised,
Yes,
born and
yes.
raised? That's
Whole
it?
born and raised, Foster City, my whole life. Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I.
See, that's
So
a
I.
whole different angle than Oakland, baby.
So I work in those places you speak of, Miss Buddy the barber. And from my
What
perspective,
places y'all speak of?
you said low income,
Low
30.
Okay,
income,
go
the
ahead.
projects. I mean,
Yeah, and
of course they're doing bad.
a lot of young men who's 25 and older, and they really be taking care of their kids. It was even a homeless man who pick his son up every day and to walk him to school, drop him off, and bring him groceries. And he's homeless. He doing more than my baby daddy doing. And I was like, damn, that's he
There's
shows up
exceptions to
Dang.
every
and
rule.
he shows up for his kids, birth, everything. He just homeless, and he makes sure his kids have clothes. I don't know how. That's not my business. But he's there for them physically. He's there for them in physical form.
You know, I
Okay.
wouldn't even say that about
I'm
people.
not, but wait, hold on, wait. I'm
Whoa.
not complaining that black men ain't fathers.
I,
I'm a father. I'm telling you that y'all, listen. I'm telling you that women tell me that black men ain't in the home.
But the thing is, it's a different
I'm
age.
just telling you what
I
you
think
told
it's
me.
28.
do
I'm just
people
telling
need to
you
tell
what
you
you
that?
told me.
Do
The
people need to tell you
28.
that?
The
Were
28
you
and
not
above.
aware that like the crack game in '85 and they dismantled black families? So of course that was if that's the case, that shit goes back to the '60s,
I
right
think the
before the
30.
'70s, where they started to
You
purposely
you want me to
dismantle
speak
black
to people
households.
that you
The
want
So
me to
I
speak
mean,
to people that
and
I'm
then
nothing like.
specifically where they broke it down out is in projects that you're talking about. Claudine, oh,
Okay.
you want welfare, you want help from the government, get that nigga up out of there. So they systematically
Okay.
broke down black households, and we are collectively as a community, rich, poor, broke, indifferent, making a difference with that. I know a few young black men up out of the hood that then went to the NFL. So
Okay.
I mean, that means nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing where somebody's at or where they can be. So I don't understand people watching you
No,
suburbs.
it means plenty. It means plenty because
Okay,
the
okay.
opportunities
I
that
think
you
that's a
have coming
mindset.
from the
Now that's a
suburbs.
mindset.
No,
it's
the opportunities that you have being in the suburbs, and believe me, my kids live in the suburbs just like
that's
you
a
and me.
lie. Cause we got
I,
somebody from where I work about to go to who's already had videos being scouted to go to college and on a full scholarship.
Come
That's
on,
a
that's
lie.
what
That's a
they
but
lie.
know.
there's
They know that's
exceptions in
called
every rule.
invested in
There's
ourselves.
Lie.
exceptions to
That's
everything.
a lie.
And let's
That's a lie.
wait. Let's leave out sports. Okay, let's leave out
And
sports
he
because
and he
everybody's
got a
not gonna
3.2.
play. But
And he
wait,
got a 3.
Everybody's not gonna make it.
wait. Just
That's not
stop.
gonna happen.
Okay, stop. Everybody don't
It's
make it to
giving
the NFL.
chauvinistic with that
Wait, no.
stuff.
I want you to give it. No,
Hold
give
on,
it reality. How
you
many
said
people?
Okay.
it's
Wait.
giving what?
Give it some reality, baby. How many people is on the football team versus how many people is in the stands and didn't even go to the game, but they still go to the school.
What?
Think about that. Think about that. Everybody not going to be playing football. Most people didn't go to the game. The few went to go view the game.
I know black kids doing coding. I know it was a black boy in
Right,
Oakland.
you're talking about exceptions to the rule.
To different
You're
colleges.
talking about exceptions to the rule and respect
No
to them.
exceptions. Black people can
Right,
do
but
anything
she
they
was
want.
talking about somebody from the NFL. Wait a minute, stop.
I said
Because y'all not
no.
even talking together.
You be letting shit go over your head. You
Wait,
be
stop.
letting
Because
shit go over your head.
two of y'all is talking to me, and it's one of me talking to y'all.
And
So
No,
wait.
you keep screaming,
One of
stop.
y'all at a time ask me to say something.
You
keep
said
screaming,
one of y'all
stop,
at a
having your
time say
moments.
something.
You said people.
No, I'm not having a
is
moment.
more
I'm
income
totally
every
clear on what we're talking
You
about.
said people.
Nah,
You
but look,
said
y'all.
people.
That's what.
You saying that
Like,
people.
come on now.
income
Y'all gonna
area
look back at
have
this
the
and be
same
like, what
opportunity
did we just do?
as suburban
This is
No.
kids.
crazy. Y'all like two cackling cats.
No.
You
Like, what
talk.
the hell?
I think you will look at your moments of throwing your hands up in the air, screaming, stop, 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 stop. And I think that'll be your epiphany. That won't be
Yes, because
ours.
that's what any
I'm
man would
cool
do
over
when
here.
two women just can't control themselves for a second to
So
get
that's
to
why
a
I keep saying you're
conversation.
chauvinistic. I think you let a lot of shit go over
I'm
your
for
head.
sure. I'm a male chauvinist. Fine, whatever.
Okay. Well, then that tells a
I'll
lot
take
about
Chauvinistic.
your
Hold
point of
on,
view.
I'll
I've never
take that. I will
heard
take
that.
that. I
What
will
is
take that. That's
chauvinistic?
not hurting my feelings.
What is
Okay, but you're saying two women cackling like that's not a passive aggressive insult. I mean, what? What do you mean?
No, it was. It was
What we're
totally
saying?
a
No,
passive
nothing,
aggressive
baby.
insult. It was
I
on
speak
purpose.
honey. I'm very articulate. You can never outtalk me.
Okay,
In any
so
way,
let's get
in
to
any
a
suit, in any
conversation.
suit, you can put on your
Let's
best.
get to a
Steve Harvey, you can
conversation.
never outtalk me. So that's cute.
No, I don't
That's
believe in that
cute,
Steve
right?
Harvey stuff,
Okay,
lady. Like, calm down.
I'm calm.
Calm down. Calm down. Steve
See,
Harvey has
see,
nothing to do
I'm
with
very
it.
calm, boo. I'm
see,
over here rolling a blunt.
see,
I'm
this
hella
go.
calm over here, boo. I'm
See,
hella
you,
calm
Yeah,
over here,
no.
boo.
Not a pack.
you
What's
low
that?
key
No.
anti. Buddy's low key anti-black.
You know he's low
What
key
is
has
not
it's giving
anti-black?
what
Now I
happened
got
to
my
you.
boy
We
big.
need
My
to
brother
unpack
is
your experience.
100% pro. My brother is
He's
100%
not
pro.
Right.
always because you got to
You
be
know what's so funny?
pro
You know
black
what's so
means you
funny?
support the ghetto
I
kids.
hire
The
more
ghetto.
black women. I hire more black women than they even talk to, and it's crazy.
And how do you feel about them really when you hire them? Is this a charity case? Are you doing it because you really feel like they're qualified people?
He
I
hires
do it because I
strippers.
want to help people out.
Okay, because you feel sorry for them, or you really feel like they're qualified?
You totally qualified.
He said he talked to more. You say you talk to more black people than us.
He hires more black women
No,
than
I hire
anybody.
more black people than that. I mean, come on,
He said
man.
black women.
My literally my cleaners, my stylists, my braiders, my contractors, everything I do,
But
my
listen,
chefs,
anti-black is
my
not just with
cooks,
with
my
black women. It's
cooks,
all
my front door people, all be black, taking that money home, and the black children and black families and black mothers. What are y'all talking about?
That
the
part.
black gays.
Like,
What are
y'all
you
just
talking
talking.
about? What are you talking
Like,
about?
no, I'm telling you about
How
Whoever
that
said they
what
don't
you're
judge the
really
black
saying.
people,
y'all
What
would
you
you're
say
feel
really
that's
like
so
saying
black?
don't apply to me.
Because
It don't apply to me.
Because I told him the way he be talking to sound anti-black. And he said you
Yeah.
don't. I said
He has
because
a very negative perspective about a lot of things that he says. And if you ever
Because
trip
I'm
off how he ends
anti-racism.
everything,
I don't like
it comes back.
racism.
that's not black people can't be racism. We could be prejudiced, but
Yeah,
not racist.
see, this is the type of
Oh,
silly stuff I'm talking
wow.
about. Yes, we can. Black people can be very
That's
racist.
crazy.
We
You
can't be
up
racist.
Uh,
We
hold
can be
on, Daniel.
prejudiced.
no, come on, bro. That's not even a smart thing to say. Like, no,
No,
that's come on.
literally, we can't be racist. We can be prejudiced, but racist, no.
You believe that too, Nina?
I think that we've been through so much in this country that we don't have the same reserves or prejudgments against people that others have against us,
And
right?
to be racist,
So when you go to
Nah,
a
y'all tweaking. I'm
so
sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta cut y'all
I'm
off.
on one.
oh my, y'all need to go.
Bruh.
no,
Black
I
people
just
can absolutely
read
be
some
racist.
fucking
When I'm
books.
black,
I
Read
y'all
some
just
books.
That's
said
crazy.
that's crazy.
That's
well,
crazy.
y'all
Can y'all
gotta
read some
understand.
books?
Listening is
Y'all
fundamental.
tripping, 'cause, you know, I
I
ain't gonna
just
let
said
that. I can't let y'all slide with that one.
Y'all don't read. That's why you niggas don't read. Y'all niggas ain't
No,
reading.
man.
You
he
niggas
didn't
don't.
listen to shit I said either because I said
Bro,
black
that's
people
extremely disrespectful. I'm not. Wait.
definitely.
Niggas
How are you to assume that I don't read?
Racist that could be prejudiced.
How are you to assume I don't read?
Cause y'all not understand.
Huh? Who? I didn't even catch that.
Because
Black
in order to be racist, you have to be the majority. And white people are the
No, you
majority in the United States of America. We can be
Okay,
prejudiced, but racist we can't. Look
No,
up
you
the
don't.
definition.
Well, this is, I mean, from, okay.
No,
to
you
pick
don't
back
have
on
to be a
it, right?
majority in
Of
that.
course.
Because people
Of
don't know how to
course.
label things, so anything can be racist, but it's really not.
Right. Anybody can be racist and anybody can be prejudiced.
That's
When you
what I'm
look at
saying.
anybody, any color, any.
So
Right.
listen, she just told you that. So please, come on, man.
What? sir, I was waiting
Oh
for her to
my!
finish talking. Mr. Negative.
No, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I
Yeah,
can't believe
that's what
she
I'm
said
saying. I don't know what Nikki Parker
Anybody,
talking about.
because she
anything can be.
believe that for real. Like that's
Yeah,
crazy.
she like
So
black people
everybody and
can't be what?
anybody could be racist,
You
right?
hella
What
pro-black.
I think she's trying to say
What's wrong
is
with that?
Crazy, bro.
anybody can be prejudiced, right? Of course, that makes no sense to say something could never be, right?
Right,
What I
right.
think she's saying is that black people don't have the position to oppress
Yeah,
others.
that's what
To
racism
oppress
is.
others
To oppress
with their
another race.
racism or their prejudgments because
Why do you
black
keep
people are
shaking your
not the
head like
majority. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
that? Why? Because she keep looking at the camera and doing this. It's fucking me up every time she do it.
Because our frontal lobe ain't developed yet. That's why.
I can tell.
Sir, you've had like 10 jumping matches in that chair. I'm sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot
She
for
like
me.
a Louis tune, bro.
Yeah, like what are you
Keep shaking
doing?
my head because your frontal lobe ain't developed enough for me.
Oh man, cut it, bro. Hold on.
Put your little music
Come on now,
on.
dog.
That's why I'm saying black. That's what I'm saying. You know what? It's nothing. It's nothing I'm gonna
Frontal
say
lobe ain't
to
developed.
disrespect anything about you. It's nothing I'm gonna say to disrespect anything about you. But you think it's okay to get on a live video and try to disrespect me, and then go sit here and say you care about black men?
I
You've
do.
been taking passive aggressive shots the whole
Crazy.
time. You have
I'm
been
not
taking
taking no
passive
passive
aggressive
aggressive
shots the whole
shots.
time.
What passive aggressive shots?
You have been taking passive aggressive shots since the
Man,
beginning.
because I know how to make an argument, does not taking
No,
a passive
it's
aggressive
passive
shot.
aggressive, and then when somebody reciprocates it, it's offensive to you.
No, it's not offensive to me. To
Okay,
tell me that my
okay,
frontal lobe is not
okay. Your third
developed.
eye,
To tell me
your
that
third eye
to tell
is
me that
going
my
crazy.
frontal lobe is not developed. That's
Bruh,
like
that's
a
crazy.
real like infliction.
You
What
done
are you
watched
Bruh,
talking
Hidden
about?
Colors
that's
too many times,
crazy.
brother. It's too much.
Huh?
It's
Watch
too
what?
much.
I watch
It's
what?
too much. It's too much for
Well, you
me.
say I watch what?
You've watched Hidden Colors too much,
No,
Dr.
I haven't.
Kofi. You're doing too much right now. I'm
No, I don't
sorry.
watch that stuff.
Oh,
I don't watch
I'm
that stuff.
sorry.
I'm
A
the
little bit
most.
of
I'm the
black
most. Not.
one or
I'm
two
not even
ethnic
like
study
that.
classes in a suit ain't finna do it for me, right? And you've been
I
making
didn't.
comments
I don't
and
even
you've been
like
trying to
ethnic studies
downplay
classes. Like that's not my
specifically
thing.
black women. And so that's why I
What?
feel like the conversation and the
Wait,
temperature.
how am I downplaying black women?
you've been doing it since
From
you.
the beginning, when you and a case in point, when you said black men got it worse than us, we got it worse than them in the very beginning.
And then you
The
say,
very beginning, and I was like,
"Damn,
no, I think all of us are fucked up. I think all of us are in a sinking boat.
No, damn it.
Yeah, true.
No.
and then when it comes to parenting,
Yeah, you got to get that truth hurt tab lib. You got to get that truth hurt tab lib because sometimes
No, I'm not,
same
ma'am,
thing that make you laugh,
I'm
make
not
you
a
cry.
victim. No,
It's
like
not.
it's not like
It's a
that.
sensitive
I'm
thing.
nobody's victim.
I'm either.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to play no type of role like that. What I'm telling you is that in business experience, going from company to company, when you have gone up for as a black man going up for promotion, I've seen more women go up in promotion than I've seen black men. When I've been in companies and I'm deserving of it, me or another colleague is deserving of it. I've
Yep.
seen women get more promotions than black men. It might be for little things because black women not gonna get bothered about their hair unless it's like something really, really drastic. Black men, if your hair goes to a certain length, it's over with. Color is over with. So you guys have a little bit more freedom, definitely with what you can wear, what you can how you can dress at the job. Black men have to have a very very if it's hard being a black woman, it's just tougher being a black man. It's just period. It's natural. It's what it is. I'm not trying to down you or nothing. The beauty of a woman is the beauty of a woman. But the things that a man has to go through naturally in life are just generally more dangerous because that's what naturally we do. That
Are
was the
you
original.
familiar?
That was the original subject
Okay.
that we were speaking
Okay,
on before you guys jumped down this whole thing.
Can I ask you one question? Can I ask you one question? And can
Yeah,
we just agree to
no
stay on this
doubt.
one question I'm gonna ask you, right?
Go right ahead.
Are you familiar with Willie Lynch?
For sure.
Very familiar with
Okay. What was his strategy and mechanism?
Divide and conquer.
Okay, that's all I'm saying
Mhm.
right there. We are stronger together. So you saying any difference instead of saying one fight is everyone's fight.
Because I think we
Yeah,
all.
but
Hear me.
we talking,
So again, so
but
you saying that
definitely
little
if
bit
we
of
gonna do
difference,
that,
like you're gonna love a black woman
if we
any
gonna
better?
do
No,
that, then
no.
every argument, if we're gonna do
But
that,
let
then
me just
every
finish.
argument
Okay.
gotta be like
But
that. We
let me
just talking
finish
about a
though.
difference.
Let me finish though. They will forever keep their foots on our necks as long as we have silly divisive
Nobody's
things
foot
like
is
this,
on
right?
my
Because let
neck.
me say this. Let me say this one last thing.
Nobody's
You
foot is
could
on
be
my neck. I
you
do
could
what I
be
want to
you
do
you
in
let me
life.
say this. You could be in the car and get pulled over and they could shoot you and they would shoot me too. They don't care about us. We gotta care about us. So it's not a
I
divisive.
literally, you can go on my Instagram right now. Police pull me over,
You
give me a
deflect.
ticket, and tell me to have
You're
a
a
nice
king
day.
deflector. You're a really
No,
good
I'm just
deflector.
telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. When
I
you
just
talk to the
told you the
police the
truth.
right
I
way,
just gave you
when you talk
400
to the
years of
police the
knowledge,
right
and
way,
you wanted to go like this.
because man, that ain't no knowledge.
That's
When you
not no
get
knowledge.
when you talk to the police the right way, you go
Everybody,
home
what?
The
safely to your
right way.
children.
I see plenty.
Yes,
The right way.
Oh.
He's
yes,
Trayvon Martin and
yes,
Tamir Rice. The
yes,
right way. You think that's
yes,
gonna save your life?
yes,
Going, oh, sir,
for
don't
sure.
shock me now. So you
oh,
think so?
oh yeah, that did
I say
get
sir
it.
to a
Yeah.
black man. I say sir to a black man the same way I say it to the police.
Short man.
You're
Wow.
He's
I say sir to
anti-black. He's anti-black.
listen. This is just respect. My grandfather, my father, my uncle,
He's
they've all
cosplaying.
taught me, they've all told me to say sir my entire life.
You think
What
that
are
was
you
out of
talking
respect or
about?
fear? You think that was out of respect or
Respect.
fear for you?
Respect, because
No,
they had
they
military
feared that you were
backgrounds.
going to
What are
get
you
killed by
talking
not
about?
knowing how to talk to racist ass white cops. Come on now.
Bro,
They told
come
you
on,
that to
man.
protect yourself. You think I tell
No.
my daughters unlock your car, get in your car and take off because it's no, it's fear. Hurry up, get in your car and start that
No.
motherfucker, get off for somebody rob you. Those are
I'm
protective
bruh,
measures that they give you.
listen, you talking about people being in the hood. I'm in the hood. I don't think like that.
That can happen
Like,
anywhere.
come on, man.
Danger and
Yeah,
fucked up shit
so
happens anywhere.
so
They pulled an
that's not
NFL
my
player out
real.
of his
I
car
live
in
in
Beverly Hills and put him on the ground. You remember that?
okay,
On his way
but
to
we're
a game.
talking. Listen,
Rodney
listen.
King. Look at Rodney
Why you
King.
trying to make it
He
singular? It's
has
a
a
black
whole
thing.
different set of circumstances than you and me.
Okay.
We're
What
Like I
about
said,
common
Rodney
each day
King?
different
American
day,
citizens.
right? They still dog
We
us
are
all out.
common
They still
American
dog us
citizens.
all out.
Okay, look at Rodney King.
Who
Beat
is
the hell
dogging
out.
us out? Mhm.
Society, police, white folks, the powers that
No,
be. While we're talking about
nobody
black
said it's
unity,
not. Nobody said there's not problems to have.
you keep saying black men have it worse than black women.
We
Again,
have it
For
equally, if
sure.
anything.
okay, you say
What?
it's true though from a matter of perspective. Me, I have my own perspective, right? She has her own
I'm fine with your
perspective.
perspective. I'm
Mike
fine with
has
your
his own
perspective. I
perspective,
disagree.
right?
I disagree, and I think majority
Okay,
of people
and
would
that is your
disagree.
right. That is your right. Because that's your
Yeah,
perspective.
I think that's like
And
an
nobody has a
80-20
right to
argument
take that
right
from
now.
you.
Yeah, if it was a bunch of guys in the room, they probably would agree with me and be looking at you like, "What are you saying?"
Okay, that's okay. That's
Like,
okay.
what are you talking
I
about?
still be entitled to be me.
And
Man,
that's cool. The entitlement is there. I can hear it.
That's great.
Do you like black women, buddy?
I love them.
He said he
I
got.
make them.
I hope your.
I make them.
You make okay. Just because you make black women don't mean you like them. I know a lot of black men who hate black women.
I do
I
not
think
hate
you.
black women.
I think it's self hate. Because how could you ever hate what
Yeah,
created you? You know what I mean?
But how do I hate my mother? I love my mother.
That's what I just. Okay, he repeat me.
Like, what are you talking about? That's a big assumption. That's a big assumption about a person.
Mm,
I'm just saying.
No,
your
I'm just saying,
verbiage
like,
isn't
that's a big
accurate.
assumption about a person. I'm not making no assumption about y'all fathers, y'all mothers, none of that. Where do you get off?
What, saying that you don't like black women?
Yeah,
No, no.
like what type of
But
like where do you get off? Where
Because
do you
it's
get off
giving,
saying
you
that
know
to
what it
somebody you
is?
do not know?
More so than it not giving black women, it gives what happened, right? The things that you keep focusing on seem to
What
be
happened?
like triggered.
What
No, I'm
happened?
not being
What
funny.
happened?
I'm being serious. Like you might have had a bad encounter with something that made you feel like, no, this is the way it is. You might have had a bad encounter at a job and feel like this is the way it is. And it's not necessarily always black and white. There's shades of gray in life, right? So that's why I keep saying nothing can ever really be singular. I don't
Yeah,
If
think.
you always live
reminds me
in
of
the gray,
I
you're
have
not
a
gonna
black
have a lot of
friend.
good
I'm not a
results.
I didn't
racist.
say I always live in the gray. I said life is not black and white. There are shades.
Yeah, but that's
I
what I'm
didn't
saying.
say
There
you
are
always live
shades
in
of
the gray.
gray.
I didn't say
So
that.
I can't live in the gray area.
Oh my
The gray
god.
area is there whether you want it or not, is what the point of that
Yeah,
is.
but I ain't living there
It's
for
not
sure.
one way or the other. Shit happens in between. If I
Nah,
have to
I either
break
go
that
to the
down for
black
you.
side or the white side.
Wait,
Any over the rainbow. The rainbow, baby. The rainbow.
No, the
Shit's happening
rainbow
all
is
in
not
between.
my way.
Oh,
Not my way. I go to it's either gonna be right or wrong. Is to me, I can't play like that.
oh,
okay.
okay.
Ain't no gray area. Ain't no in between. Most men,
Yeah,
like
I don't
most
got
stern
that.
men, are that way. Like most heterosexual stern
Like
men.
I don't know what you want me to
Like,
do. Like you want me to be
I
more
because
like
you know what,
y'all?
Mike's
in
over
Then
there
I
between.
have
being
to be gay.
awfully quiet. Mike, do you believe it's black and white and nothing in between? Has that really been your experience as living black or white and nothing in between?
It depends on the person.
No, I'm asking you.
Ain't
Your
nobody.
experience,
Oh my
singular.
god.
Your experience has it been black or white? Black and white. Your
What
whole
you
life's
talking
been black or white. Your
like? You
life's
talking
been
about
good or bad
growing up? Like okay, what are pertaining to what though? Like just like
in general. In
Yeah.
general,
Yeah.
yeah,
has life
it's
either been absolutely great or terrible, or has there been times where it's up and down and in between?
talking about my life. Like up and down in between. Like
Yes.
what do you mean?
Yes.
Like
Your
He's
life.
saying,
what are we talking about? Like financial? Like because
Everything.
are
Your
you are you
the
listening to your? Are you listening to him? And what? And
yeah,
just
no, I'm listening, but I'm trying to
answer
see
what
what
he just
y'all
said. He
saying.
was
Okay,
like, "No, my life is black and white."
let me give you a reason why I'm saying that. I'll give you a reason why
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
saying
I'm saying. Y'all ain't even letting them
that.
finish.
If we talking about life, the way real life go, when you have
Right.
responsibility, if you're a kid in school and you do something wrong in the classroom, they
Mm-hmm.
send you to the office with a referral. It's in black and white. What
Right.
you did, exactly what you said to the teacher, exactly what they suggest for your discipline. That's
Right.
given to the principal. The principal gives a judgment, and you have to serve it out. That's why you have things like a justice system. Okay, guys have to understand that going out way earlier in
No,
life.
no, for sure.
It's extremely important.
Okay, so now I can answer that.
Okay,
So it's like
so when you get to be a grown man, you can't always think about how the gray area gonna play out. Because if I'm sitting here thinking about all this well, we living in a black and white world and man, I'm gonna say something that's gonna get me in a situation I ain't want to be in. Now I'm boogered up with the police in the middle of the night. When really all he gonna do is give me a ticket. So let me go ahead and just take my ticket. Go
that.
home and see my kids.
That's not what.
Wait. Let me go home and take this ticket. Go home, see my kids, and then my kids ain't gotta talk about where their daddy ain't at. So if y'all don't respect that, wait, stop.
Oh.
If you don't respect the fact that the life is black and white in that sense, you think I give a fuck when my kids is happy
So, do
to see
you
me?
think that everybody who's been killed by police had it coming? Is that what I'm hearing? Like, if they just would have been
No.
quiet and
No,
complied, they would have made it
I think
home?
if they had been, I think if they had been more informed on their rights, I think if they had been more informed on the
You are
abilities they have.
jumping around. I'm sorry, I
No, I'm just
can't.
telling you the truth. I have
but
an
hold on,
opinion.
You're
wait.
I have
saying.
an
Hold
opinion, and I'm not an
on.
echo chamber type of person. I
Now,
have an opinion, and I'm
now what
giving you
I'm
my full
saying,
opinion, an educated opinion. And there
Okay.
are things that they could have. They are things that they could have done to better educate themselves and not move in a way that will provoke police. Period. Because when you dealt with the police, you understand they can be provoked. They have a life to protect, and they have to make it home too. They can't sit here and play with you because they don't know
You
some
over here
things.
complaining.
And
You
what,
over here on that
man,
Blue Lives
listen,
Matter shit,
listen,
baby.
listen.
Right.
No,
You
He
ma'am,
lost
needs
no,
the
to
ma'am.
know.
sauce.
No,
You too far gone. I ain't got no
hold on, ma'am.
conversation for no
Let
shit
me
like
explain
that.
something to
Okay.
you. Let me explain
Okay,
something to you.
OJ.
I have,
Okay,
listen, my
OJ.
own
Still
He
nigga.
needs
That's
child,
to.
crazy.
my own
Okay, OJ.
son.
That's
I've had to
crazy.
tell my
Okay.
own
hold on.
son
Okay.
this. Listen, I didn't visit
He
my son in
he
lockup.
anti-black.
Listen, man, listen. Whether y'all like it or not, I'm telling you the truth because I done had to
You're
tell it
not
to my
telling us
own
the truth.
baby.
That's not the
No,
truth.
it's the
That's not
truth,
the
Okay,
truth.
man.
I would
I
never
done
tell
had
my
to tell
black
it to my
son,
own
just
baby.
comply and
I done
just
had
shut
to
the
tell
fuck
it
up.
to my
No, you
own
gotta watch
baby.
yourself with police.
Son,
You
I'd rather
do.
see you late. I'd rather see you later, son. I'd rather
that's
see you
real though.
later.
Coming from a
Having
parent,
conduct.
that's
No, no, no,
real.
no, no. No.
Listen.
Let me
Is
say this.
what you saying more
Let me say this.
important
No,
than
because you're
seeing
missing my
your child
comprehension
later?
point. You're missing my comprehension point. You can teach your kid all that,
Shit.
and the police can
I'm
still
a
kill them.
straight A student, lady.
You can teach your son all that. Your daughter, I could, and the police can still kill them. That's not black or white.
No, there's things that happen. There's things
That's
that
not
happen.
black or white.
But there are provoking situations that are not
the
necessary.
same badge on them
There
is
is
the same badge that
provoking
was on slave
situations that is not
Them
necessary.
motherfuckers ain't right.
And there's
Them
plenty of
motherfuckers
things
ain't
that
right.
people do
Nothing they
that
do
are
is right.
unnecessary. Listen.
Tap dancing for
I
the
got a
police
homeboy. I got a
ain't gonna
homeboy
save
that
your life, baby. That's
grew
real
up
life.
with all of us. Listen, I got a homeboy that grew up with all of us. He's straight from the hood, like all of us. He chose to go be OPD. Point blank, period. I want my friend to make it home, regardless to what he chose to do for a profession. Regardless.
I'm missing I'm sorry.
It's not no blue wall. I have personal friends that are correctional officers. I don't want because the inmate think that he owns some silly shit to stab my friend.
That rarely happens.
Why did your okay, you know what? Let me say this.
Why did he choose to feed his family?
I was gonna say black
Why
and
did he
white. I was
choose
gonna
to
roll
feed
it back
his
around
family?
to your black and white theory. He knew what the job was. He couldn't have thought being a police officer was going to tell nothing else but policing.
Correct. It's dangerous.
Correcting people's actions, right? So you don't need to correct.
It's dangerous.
So
as much as I want my friend to make it home, I have to understand as a responsible black man.
You don't need to correct law-abiding citizens when they're walking by the book. You don't need to be corrected. So you're only correcting people who are not following rules of society. So when you black and white took a job that you knew was going to be working with disorderly people, rehabilitation system, black or white, you knew what you're getting into. So if he gets shanked, that's not gray, right? If he goes in there and starts a program and starts doing bridges and gatewaying people out of there, that's the gray area. That's the difference. That's the bright light. That's why my whole point was it's not black and white. It's not one thing or the other.
I don't even know what your point is.
Oh, baby, I know. I don't even know what that was. Back the blue.
Like,
I know I'm over your head. I know that one over your head. I know it did. I know it did.
Yeah, like bridging gateway. What is that talking about?
Hold on, let me answer this. Let me answer this before I forget. Wait. Let me answer this before I forget. Look, black or white. Back to the black or white shit, right? Black or white, basically cause and effect. There's a cause for every action. Like growing up, you know what the fuck you doing. You know right from wrong. So when you choose to do something wrong, expect, you know what I'm saying?
Repercussions.
Expect some repercussions. And it's the same thing in society. Like just like Russ say, like he don't want his partner to get stabbed, right? And just like you say, he knows the job. He chose to be a police officer. Shit, he knows
right.
that.
Everybody choose their side.
You know what I'm saying? But it's at the end of the day, I get what he's saying. It ain't no black or white. I mean, I don't believe it's a gray area either because, like I said, it ain't no. Oh, if I go buy me what's the name and do something that I ain't supposed to be doing, like if I go buy some bricks or something, get caught up. I know I ain't supposed to be doing that shit, right?
You guys keep talking about taking risk, right? Okay.
It ain't no gray area, period. Though.
Okay, so let me say this. If you don't ever take the risk, it's no black or white there, right? Okay, let me say like this, because I think what you guys keep talking about is like if I go rob a bank, if I go rob a bank and I do or don't get caught. That's not what we're talking about. Yeah, we're saying if a kid was born in the hood, let's just start there. You're born with one mom, 5 siblings, and y'all in a 1-bedroom apartment and she ain't got no job and she's undereducated, right? That's a black spot, right? Black spot, right? So we are supposed to think it's black or white. So because he's born like that, he'll never ever get to the other end of the spectrum.
That's not
the same thing.
Excuse me. I'm finishing my train of thought. So we're saying that he's due for the black, what he was born into, right? And the shade of gray is sports, academics, good schools, mentors, things that might be in his community to shape him and get him to white. So that's shade of gray. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's like what that is a and that's a very good example. However, that's like what we spoke of last week. That's like a 20% of people in life that are going to be able to have that type of, come up. Like a majority of
black
people
athletes have that very same beginning. Simone Biles.
But how many black athletes are there? How many black athletes are there compared to
most
just black regular people?
Well-to-do.
But hold on, baby. Hold on. Wait a minute. The NBA only got 500 people in it. Playing right now.
Black
500
don't come from well-to-do homes.
Oh Lord,
They don't.
what are you
That's
not? What are you not hearing? Okay, but how many people are there in America?
Finish that. Like when it comes to what y'all talking about,
Like,
sports,
yeah, you talking about a very
oh, he can
special.
make it to the NFL or he can make it to, bro.
We're.
It's
Yeah,
like a
I
very
only
few
said that because
percent
he
of
said
people,
that.
whether white, black, Mexican, whatever, they ever actually go pro in a sport
yeah. Like, it's
or,
very
or
few
make
Because
it
people
famous
that do that.
rapping. Or I'm just saying, like that's a very small percentage
okay,
out.
leave
It's
it at
like 9 trillion people on the planet. Like
We're not talking
Yeah,
about.
like, what are you talking?
We're
Like, come on,
talking
bro.
about specific careers that people can
yeah.
get. Again, you're
but
letting.
I'm just saying that gray
Listening
area,
is
like
fundamental.
some of
You're
that shit
listening.
though.
Just because
No, I'm
just
listening
because somebody
perfectly.
is born with a certain deck of cards doesn't mean that that's going to have to be the hand they play.
It does.
Exactly.
And but man,
Things,
but wait,
God,
even
damn, if I
like
can finish
but
my
like
train of
to
thought,
knock down this
listening is
argument though.
fundamental. If I can finish my train of thought, you'd get it. So what I was saying was when they get that hand that they're dealt, right? And they play it different. Things can turn out different. So it's not black or white. It's not black or white. Other things
Man,
can happen in
did you
between
watch
when it comes down
did
when
you
it
watch the
comes
NFL
down to
draft
life.
this past week?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Did you watch the NFL draft this past week?
I watched parts of it. I watched clips of it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you saw anything, you saw most of them kids that you saw came from well-to-do homes. It wasn't a lot of bottom of the barrel kids even there.
Yes, it was a
You
few.
don't know what those kids
Hey,
make.
listen to what you just said. A
You
few,
don't. You don't.
But
bro.
you don't know if they grew
You
up
got
poor.
all of that from people
Like,
sitting in a room.
And
ma'am,
you don't know if they grew
I
up.
know for sure
Ma'am.
Stuart Sanders comes from a well to
From
do
a
home.
well-to-do
Well off.
home. What are you talking
His
about?
dad's
don't
Cam
know.
been
Ward, all of them.
But you don't know if they grew up poor. They could
That's what
have
I'm
Well,
saying. That's what I'm
Listen,
saying.
ma'am. First of all, let me
And
help
we're
you
talking
out.
about one draft.
First of all, let me just tell you something straight up and down. I follow football probably more for sure more than both of you because
Why
I
bring
was a
up
coach.
football when he
I
just said there's
coach you.
400 niggas in the
Wait, because
league? Why bring that
we
up?
was talking about. That's what I'm saying because the people you talking about are of a special caliber, and even them, they try to stay away from harder players because they want people that's gonna act right when it's time to act right.
Ooh. You anti-black. You really
Anybody
don't.
being anti-black, I'm pro-business. The fuck?
But that's
Like, what are
white
you talking about?
supremacy.
I'm
I think that
pro-green.
your
Are
go
you
for
out of
like
your mind?
pro-business is
I'm
just kind of
pro-green.
That's
I'm
fucking
not nothing black.
hilarious.
Ain't nothing
You,
I'm talking about
you
black and white.
love
I'm
white
talking about
supremacy, huh?
green. This thing is about money, honey.
That's
It's not
rooted
about
in
no
white
black and
money.
white.
That's white supremacy because money not even real.
come on
If
now.
you
If you're gonna take
if
every
it's there,
argument to white supremacy, we can't
that's
talk
what it
about
leads
nothing.
back to. That's what
Okay, then
everything
that's
leads
your
back
okay.
to.
Then that's your premise.
That's,
But
we
that's
are
not
So
the
everything.
whole
how
world
about
we
you
know of the
telling
United
me?
States of America is based on the idea of what a white man in a white man's mind. They put it on paper and wrote it down, signed their name.
Okay, then go somewhere else.
So basically, and
Go somewhere
nobody
else.
can have aspirations or dreams. So
We're not saying that, but
no. That's what you said. That's what you just
That's what
said.
you're saying.
That's exactly
this
what
is
you
a white
said.
man's world.
That's
It's
you
their
saying
ideal
Okay,
world. They put
fine.
it
It's
in
a white
paper.
man's world.
Hold on,
In America.
Wait, wait one fucking second. Hold up. Check this out. You saying because this nigga wears bro wearing a suit. You want to own it? If he got it from the white man. He want to own a business. He wants to sit at the table and be part of the business chamber. So, or whatever the case may be. But that's white supremacy.
Yeah, because he
Everything
said
positive
everything
black
he
man is
says
trying to do
downgrades the black
boils back
community.
to white supremacy is crazy.
Fuck the
Because
black
everything
community.
he
That's
says downgrades
crazy.
the
He
black.
hasn't
I don't
said,
care about
I'm
the black
sorry.
community. I care
He
about
hasn't
my
said, I
children.
really want too many things positive. So, I mean, I'm still trying
Everything
I
to
he
care
figure
about
out
my
said,
my
children.
No,
I
I'm
don't care
saying
about
like,
the black
if
community.
he
What are
only
you talking about?
exactly, he said he don't care about the black community. So that's what it is. He
no,
hates
okay,
himself.
yeah, that's
No,
something.
I'm saying that completely something different. Dude, listen, the black community is not going to help my kids if I'm not here. The black community ain't doing that.
Who hurt you?
I care about who hurt
It's
me.
very much. I'm so
Man,
fucking
you need to
serious,
stop,
baby.
bro.
I'm for reals. Everything you say turns into a negative spin. I
He
really
No,
want to
doesn't
it's not a
like you. He
negative
don't like
what
black
do
spin.
you do?
people.
I'm
What do you do in your
wiser. I'm
pastime?
wiser than
Listen,
to
I want
let
to ask you
small
something. What do
things.
you do? What do you do?
Go ahead.
What do you do in your pastime that you enjoy doing that brings you happiness?
So I'm
Kicking
saying,
with my kids, man.
No, other than your children, because that's something you created for
Coaching
yourself.
you football. I've coached you football for a
Oh, does
number
it
of
bring you
years.
happiness,
I
or do you
coached
feel that way about the black
definitely.
kids that you're coaching?
Hold on,
Definitely.
man.
I'm
Do
always
you
trying to
love
help
what you're
kids.
doing
I'm
as a
still helping
mentor?
kids to this day.
Do you love what you're
Yeah,
doing as a mentor when you coach?
for sure.
Do all of those kids always come from a crystal clear or a black and white situation, or sometimes do those babies come in with a mix of things going on?
Mix of things going on.
Okay,
But
and when you deal,
generally they're
hold
probably.
on, please
I'm
don't cut
about
me
to
off.
tell
Let
you.
me
Can I
finish. I'm
answer the
asking.
question, please?
You don't like when you prove my point for me. So when you deal with
That's
them,
not
do you
proving your
love on
point.
them all the same, or do you give each one of them intimate or intricate care because you know it might require that for individuals, right?
Neither.
Oh,
I treat every kid
okay.
different.
Okay, so you got to keep it real sometimes. You
No,
really
I'm
got to
keeping it
get
real
better
with
with
you.
your keeping it
I'm
real
dealing
with the
with
baby.
players, ma'am. I'm a coach. I deal with players.
I
I treat
understand
players.
everything I
I
asked
just
you from a coaching perspective.
hold up, stop. So what I'm
You got to
doing
stop
is
yourself to listen.
I'm evaluating my player. So when I'm evaluating my players,
I'm
I'm
not
talking to
talking
them
about your
for
player.
what
I
they
asked
do
about
for
you
me.
as a
And
coach.
you know, I'm
I
talking
asked
to, and I'm
about you.
telling
I
you,
said, what
and
do
I'm
you do
telling
at a
you, and I'm
pastime that
telling
you
you,
enjoy?
and I'm telling you, man.
You're talking
And
about
I'm
the
telling you,
players. You're
and I'm
deflecting
telling you,
again.
when I'm
Okay,
evaluating my player,
deflect on,
I
boo.
am talking to them
Deflect
for
on,
what
boo.
they can get
What
done
the
for me.
players do, boo? Because you can't talk about nothing to make you happy.
Exactly for what they can get done for me.
Okay.
If you can't get nothing done for me,
You still didn't answer my
hey, I don't know
question
what to tell you,
about
bro.
when the kids that you're helping out, when they come with different issues, or you know that you're dealing with different types of kids, do you deal with them all individual, or do you just have one program you run on every kid?
I just told you that.
No, you didn't. You didn't answer it. You did
No,
not
I
answer.
speak to them. I speak to them all differently because they all do different
Okay,
things
so
for me.
you are answering my. You are proving my point. You deal with them all different because
'Cause
everyone requires something.
that's a great space.
That's a good space for you, and I love that for you. Good for you that you can distinguish that, because when you keep talking about what's what, black women and black men and everything is just one thing or the other, it worries me. Or just talk to the police like this and it's all
We do a
right.
little
It
trolling. It's
bothers
called
me.
we do a little trolling. We do a little
It doesn't.
trolling. It's called we do a little
Nah,
trolling.
Just
I'm mature enough, and I'm probably
Never
just
been
speaking
seen
about some shit you
before.
never heard of. I'm probably speaking about some shit you never
Never
heard of
been seen
because,
before.
ma'am, listen. I deal with real people in real life, all walks of life,
Uh-huh.
and I don't offend them whether they be anybody. What I'm doing is making sure that I'm able to raise my children, be a
Mm-hmm.
family man to my children. I don't know what you're talking about,
Okay.
but I can't live like that. And
Okay. Like
somebody who
what?
does
Like
is
what?
I
Live
don't
like
like
what?
Live like. Can you
because
elaborate? Can you elaborate what you
I
can't
can't
live like?
I can't be in the position where there aren't definites.
Okay.
I need definites. I need things to be because listen, because I don't know if y'all know what it's like when a nigga love his kids, care about his kids, want his kids to
Baby,
do better.
baby, baby.
Wait. Let me say what I'm
You
saying. I
sound
let you
crazy.
go on and you done went crazy.
I
So
haven't.
I like where I come from, the nuclear family,
Mm-hmm.
where we're all doing something, trying to make sure that our children are better than us.
Mm-hmm.
We believe in setting an example.
Okay. It's called
Okay.
parenting.
So it's not the example of me to not be able to show up.
Mm-hmm.
So I do what I have to do in the world so that I can show up for my kids,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can be able to provide for my children,
Mm-hmm.
provide for my family. I'm not leaving nobody talking about what I'm not doing. That's not my thing. So if
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing shit that you I'm feeling what I'm saying is making it feel like I don't like a certain type of people because I'm getting home to my kids with respect of and respect for everybody, you think I give a fuck?
I never asked you about that or asked you about that. That's a
No, but
good. I
what
mean,
you say, but what you saying, but what you
you
saying is
wanted to
totally
make that
against
announcement. No, you're
everything
putting
that I
words in my
can
mouth.
do as a man. As a
No, that's
man,
not true.
what you saying, if I live
That's
like a man like that, I'll be a young dead man.
that's not true. I didn't
I
say
see it
that.
too much.
I didn't say that.
I see
I
it
didn't
too
say that.
much. If I live my
You
life like
making
you
it home to your
talking,
kids and
I would lose my
you
life.
doing what a parent's supposed to do makes total sense. That doesn't mean that all of your
Yeah. So
aspects and
what I'm
ideals
saying is
that
is totally
okay.
representative of
You
what
don't
a
have to
parent is
overtalk
supposed to
people
do.
either. Overtalking me
I'm
does not
over
make you
talking you
right
because you've
any
been over
wrong.
talking me all night, and I really don't. It's
Okay,
like
have I?
you've been over talking
I
me
can,
all
but I
night. You
can
didn't
tell
yell
you
at me
things
like
that
you
you
know me
said.
like that. Like
I
no,
can
you
actually
no,
regurgitate things that
ma'am.
you said.
Regurgitate it
Good,
then. I don't give a
good.
damn. That's not
Again,
no
because
never
I've
mind to
listened
me.
to you.
But
Because I've listened to
in
you.
the respect to you,
I was
and the respect
actively
to the people
listening
that
to you.
actually put in on me, do
Okay.
you like? Come on now.
Don't make
I
it
don't
all
know
about
who
you.
your
You
father
gotta take
is, who your
yourself out
mother
the
is,
equation sometimes.
how you feel about black men. I haven't put no assumptions on you, and you done put all of that on me. No, I didn't. I didn't at all.
I grew up in the suburbs. You took a minute and breathed hard and said, "Oh, fuck, you from the suburb." That's not
No,
true.
ma'am. What are you talking about? I grew up in the suburbs.
Sir, you are
Man, what are you
literally
talking
blowing
about? I grew
smoke
up in the
your
suburbs.
own
What are you
ass.
talking
What are
about?
you talking about?
I grew up in the
What are
suburbs.
you talking
What
about?
are you talking
We were
about?
talking in fucking circles.
I live in the suburbs now. What are you talking about?
I don't know. You got me confused. I'm sorry, boo. I don't know.
Oh man,
I
y'all
don't know.
went
I don't know.
crazy.
I live in the suburbs now. What are you talking
baby.
about?
Continue to walk the
I
line.
lived in the suburbs. I didn't have no broke daddy. My daddy had money. What you talking about?
You just said I
was
never
set
said
up. I'm a
anything
union
negative this
baby.
whole podcast.
Ma'am, I'm a union baby. What are you talking about? You talking some shit from a nigga. I don't know who that nigga.
I haven't said anything about your upbringing.
I ain't never lived a life like that. And I would never disrespect somebody who came up from a well-balanced suburban home. What are you talking about? Why would I say that? That's living, raising a good family.
You're having a conversation with yourself right now. Talk about what am I talking about?
I'm having a conversation with myself this whole time because y'all been just talking out y'all ass.
You work that out with yourself and then cue me in.
No, just like watch this back with your boyfriend and let him tell you what you look like.
I don't need no nigga to guide me.
I know. I can tell ain't no nigga guiding you, baby. I can tell that for sure.
Great.
I can tell that for sure. This is woo. Watch this back.
Y'all couldn't
give me a moment.
Watch this back.
Give me a moment to cry a river about that one. Like you think, like again, is that chauvinistic? Like a woman's got to have a man? Is that?
Man, I'll be chauvinistic. That's not saying nothing.
Is that what you're implying?
What does chauvinistic mean?
Wait, Mike, can you hurry up and make an honest woman out of me? Yeah. Apparently, I'm living without a man.
What does?
No, I don't know. I just said watch it back with your boyfriend. You said you didn't have no man. You flexed that.
Okay, what did
I was giving you the respect to having somebody.
You don't know what I got. I haven't disclosed that information.
Wait a minute.
Whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Okay, now y'all calm down. Look. Okay, what does chauvinistic mean?
Chauvinistic means that you put a women, specifically species of women, down because you think that men are better, and that's not true. It's just like white supremacy, but it's from a man's perspective. Let me put it in terms. It's just like what white supremacy is, except it's a man doing it to a woman. It could be any color.
Okay, well, I know this brother personally. He don't.
But the things
he's
that
not
I don't, right?
At all.
Motherfuckers is crazy, bro.
Saying that women
but the thing
like this shit is hella funny. Y'all just making something up. Like, you just making something up.
Well, then can I say something? You guys have extreme comprehension issues because everything he just said was saying.
Like, look at what you saying. Look at what you saying.
Y'all.
Do you respect him or me?
Like, but I'm just saying, like in general, like when I see his interaction, when I see him around women, it ain't no putting women down. It ain't no showing.
You know what? Probably in the real world. Him voicing his opinion like this probably wouldn't go over well for him in the real world. He probably would not walk into a room, specifically a room full of black women, like, nigga, I got all the issues because he knows black women chew a hole in his ass. So he probably knows.
When the black woman that's around me, when something happens, I step in front of them, make sure it hit me first.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't talk to me like that, sis. When something happens, when black women is in the room with me, when black women's in the room with me and something happens, I step up in front of them. It's not like that.
Oh.
I step up and let them be safe.
Okay.
That's what I do. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, you don't know me like that, bro.
So why does the thing you say,
apparently I struck a nerve because you're like generally over like
because that's hella disrespectful. Why would you think why would you think that I will own a building? Why would you think that I own a building? Why would you no
I want to answer you.
I own it. Wait, sis. Hold on, wait a minute. Because I own the buildings that I walk in.
All right.
I own the buildings that I walk in.
What does that have to do
with No, hold on. Wait a minute. No, hold on. Wait, let's talk some realness. Because I own the buildings that I walk in.
Okay.
And everybody who walk into these rooms, whether they be man or woman, when they walk in, I personally want to make sure they make it home. Especially if it's a woman. So I don't know who you talking to or about.
I'm speaking to you.
He ain't me. No, he ain't me.
I don't know you, right? So
don't make no assumptions about me like you know me.
No, you're not going to keep cutting me off. I don't know.
No, I am.
I'm
When
only
it's about me,
elaborating.
I'm gonna cut you off. When it's about me,
I'm only allowed.
I don't
Okay, you're
put no
allowed to. I
disrespect
think you're
on
allowed
you.
to. I'm only
Don't put no
elaborating
disrespect
off
on
of
me.
the shit that
Man,
you
I don't
said.
give a fuck about
You
none
only
of that.
taking it
I
disrespectful
don't give
because
a
you're
fuck about it.
mad.
I'm taking disrespect
You're
because
not
it was
mad about nothing.
disrespectful. I'm taking disrespect because
Bookie,
it's
I don't give a fuck
disrespectful.
about none of them hand motions or none
That's
of that.
cool. I don't care about none of that
Not
neither.
none of
That's
that.
cool. I don't care about none of that
None
neither.
of it.
But
None
what
of
she's
it.
saying
None
is,
of it.
you said,
He
Man,
is.
I'm
He
not even
struck a
talking
nerve
to
in
you right now,
himself.
sis. I'm not even talking to you right now, sis. You
okay,
off of
but
this.
She can talk.
Chill out.
But she's
No, you
entitled
off
to
of this
talk.
one.
Who are you
but
Man,
you
ain't
to
nobody
gotta be
talk. I'm talking to
saying,
you.
made you
I'm
believe
She
that.
talking to
got on
you
a podcast to
because
voice
you
her
no, I'm
opinion.
talking to you assuming that a woman
I'm not
come by
assuming
me.
shit.
No,
I'm
hold
simply
on,
answering off the shit you
hold on.
saying.
You
Yes,
assuming that a
yes,
woman
yes, yes,
come
yes,
by
yes.
me and
Yes,
she's
yes,
not
yes, yes,
protected?
yes. I'm only getting my opinion off the shit that you're saying. Yes,
You got
yes,
no opinion
yes,
off of nothing I'm
yes,
saying. Why
yes.
would a woman not be
Fuck.
protected over me?
The fuck? Because you're talking
I
in
look like a
riddles
nigga
and
who
you're not
not
making no
protecting
sense and you
what?
contradict yourself. That's why women want to be
I ain't
protected.
contradicting shit.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna stand up and charge in front of black women after they figure out that black men have it harder, but you're gonna tap dance for the police. I got you, loud and clear.
Tap dance for the police
That's what
or
you
make sure I make
said.
it home to my kids. I didn't say nothing about tap dancing because if you
You
knew how I felt
kids
about
and
tap dancing,
collective
you wouldn't even say that to me.
sir. I didn't even mention your kids, sir. Nobody's attacking your parenting.
No,
You're just
I'm
a father.
telling you
Take that and put that on the
I'm
shelf.
telling you that as a black man,
Oh,
that's
Thank
what I care about.
thank
Instead of caring about the things that the world want me to care about what society want me to care about, I'm caring about my legacy far more and making sure that my daughter and my son get a chance to see me.
you.
They get
So,
a chance to get the whole deal
so
instead
you
of getting
don't.
pieces of me.
So you don't think police officers kill black women in traffic stops? They don't get beat on.
He
People of
knows.
all colors get killed,
Wait a
man.
minute.
He knows they do.
Shouldn't y'all be applauding
People
it?
of all colors get
Shouldn't
killed.
we be
Like I'm not
applauding?
saying nothing. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's saying nothing disrespectful to nothing about black women or nothing. I'm sitting
You
here telling you the black women that I'm
Nah,
sitting here
hold
telling
on.
you the black women that I got pregnant, I take care of and the baby. And you sitting there telling me I'm saying something wrong because I don't want to get killed by the police? Man,
I
what
mean,
the fuck?
Who
That's
so
what
told
I'm
you?
saying.
you're
Shouldn't
not
we be talking about?
understanding
Hold
the
on.
Who
Wait a
told
minute,
you?
Nikki
That's
Parker.
crazy shit.
Who
Shouldn't we be
told you
talking about?
that?
he
Hold on,
don't
Nina.
he don't
Hold on,
understand
Nikki
they don't
Parker.
understand the
Hold on,
content.
Nina. Hold on,
They
Nikki
don't
Parker.
understand.
Hold on, Nina. Hold
I'm
on,
not
Nikki
even
Parker.
talking.
Okay, look. Check this out. Shouldn't we be applauding it though?
Applauding
Applauding
what?
what? He's talking in
Like,
circles. Applauding
nah, I'm
what? What
saying he's
part?
saying some real shit. Applauding the
No,
part
what
about
part?
him
Be specific on
complying
what we
so
should be
he can
clapping
get
for.
home to his kids. Like, if he get pulled over, why be a fool and do all that shit anyway though? So
Did
you
you
But
miss
saying
the
they
nobody
gonna
part?
does
Did you
comply?
miss the
that.
part where we said nobody's talking about your fatherhood or you parenting? Put that on the shelf. Did you guys catch that part?
Who will
Did you
do
catch
that
that
once
part?
you
No,
become a
I'm
father?
not talking.
I'm
None of
not.
this was
I'm
about
not.
So
None of this
you would put your
conversation.
motherhood
None
on
of
a
this
shelf?
conversation was about
Because
parenting.
what?
This conversation started off as black men over being more in danger than black women. This has nothing to do with assassinating him as
Y'all
a
just
guy.
took this.
This
Yeah,
has
y'all
nothing
just
to do
took
with
it
him
there.
not going home to his kids.
No, because
Y'all
I'm
just took
telling
it
you,
there. Everybody just took it there.
as a responsible
It's love.
black man, that's a father. I ain't doing that dumbass shit.
Nobody does that
Do
realistically.
what dumbass shit? Who
Stop.
has told you to go fight the police? Who told you that? You're pumping yourself up. Nobody's
No, I'm
saying
not
anything
pumping
to
up
you.
nothing.
And
I
the
said
people
I
who
get
been
pulled over by the police and I
Okay.
talk the right way and get home.
Okay.
and the
You had an
people who
encounter like most black men, right?
Yeah.
Kudos for you.
but most people who the videos we've seen from people who got shot, that was doing nothing. Remember the boy walking home
Yeah,
with
that's
his
what I'm
heel?
saying. They kill people for nothing. He's saying no if you talk right, and that's why I keep saying tap dance. That it's not black or
And they
white.
don't know if
Sometimes
you're
you
a
fight to
Most
father.
get
They
the
most
wrong
don't know
black
if you
person
got
out
men,
of
a
the way.
kid.
They
most
don't
young
need
black
help.
men, most young black men, most young black men don't know what to say to the police.
What?
Yeah,
They don't have to
you
say.
know, and you know what? And you know what? The truth in that is not because of parent or anything, right? You don't really know with encounters, even with racist people. I had a racist woman fucking walk up to my daughter just about being black. When you're in those encounters in active real time, sometimes you don't even realize that you're in this encounter until you actually see, oh fuck, this motherfucker's being racist. He's got me pulled. So sometimes in real time, it looks a little different, right? You can never really prepare my son like I gave him the whole script. No, it's not like
Exactly.
it's not black and white. It's shades of gray. It's not
No,
black and
ma'am.
white. Sir.
Oh
If
my.
I get
you
what both
are
of y'all
issued,
saying. I get what both.
I'm
if you are
sorry. Say it
issued,
again.
listen. If you are issued a driving license,
Mhm.
you have rights. That's why they're in the driver's handbook. Okay, that's in
You
black and white.
Okay.
That
You
is
keep
the
saying that, right?
law.
You say that, right? You say that, right? Do you think that always applies to black men? You think every time they
The
pull your
law,
black ass over,
yeah,
they
they
treat
usually
you
hold it
like they
against
treating
you.
white people by the book? You believe that?
Man, I'm
Of
not
course you
listening.
don't. Of course you don't. Because you already said you got to
This is the
speak to them a
problem.
certain type of
Because
way
y'all
for
just
them not to
scared to go
kill
to
you.
y'all
So
just
you
scared.
know
People
they're
just
not
scared to
doing
go to
anything by the
jail.
rule book.
Because
Them laws
even
don't
listen,
apply to
even
you.
if you got to just go to jail and bond out.
But why would you go to jail for nothing you didn't do?
You know
Because
what?
you have rights and you'll be able to have your day in court.
But that's still
And
not
you
black
think
and
the
white.
judicial system is fair to black
No, it
people?
is black and white. You're still going to be
Okay.
held to
Oh
the
shit.
contents of the
Oh,
law. You're still
okay.
going to be held to the law.
Okay.
Period. You're going to be held to the letter of the law. So
In a
if
perfect,
that's what it is, listen. This is a nigga telling you what really to do. Go
Sir,
to jail,
if niggas stormed the
bond
Capitol, you think it's
out,
gonna end the
and
same
fight
way
the
as all
Trump.
them white people storming the Capitol? Be for reals. Yes or no? If
No, I
niggas
don't-
ran up in the
listen, I
Capitol,
don't think
you
so.
think it would have been the same as like what happened with the white folks that stormed the Capitol? You thought it would. You
We
think it would have
talking
been the
about
same
getting
response?
pulled over versus
I
storming the
know.
Capitol.
Answer that
Two
question.
different contexts.
Answer that
No,
question. Exactly.
no, because
So
I
they
think
don't
a
give a
bunch of
fuck
black
about
people
no
wouldn't have been
handbook when
there.
it comes down to dealing with us.
But I think a
They
bunch
don't
of black people
care.
wouldn't have
That
been there. We're talking
handbook.
about somebody getting pulled over. Thinking about if your son got pulled over.
You know what I tell my
Would
son?
you want him?
You know what I
Would you
tell my
want him to
son?
be smart
The
enough
amendments,
to
the
get home?
Constitution, that shit was written with you as property. So when them white boys talk about that shit, it doesn't apply to you, boo. It doesn't. It
Oh,
doesn't. I don't
okay.
ever
Well,
want him
let's
to
see
go
how
out there
far
with
that
a
gets you.
false narrative that he could play that game. That's why Obama
Okay.
couldn't do half the shit Trump's doing. It's not the same.
Okay.
And do they hold the same power? Are they still both the same position? Why is one thing not like the other? I'll
I
wait.
think one is
I'll
showing you.
wait.
I think one.
I'll wait. You know what it
Man,
is.
listen. No,
Baby,
I don't
I'm
think that's
listening.
what it is.
Okay.
I don't think that's what it is. I think what's really actually happening, executive orders cost the paper there to print on and the pen that you sign them with.
Okay.
They're basically like all of $7 to make. So he's going it at the cheapest way that executive power has. Go read up on executive power.
You've lost me, boo. I'm so sorry. You
I
lost.
know because I'm telling you something about
You
how the three branches
you
of the
beating
government
around
work.
the bush. You beating you
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you how government works, and y'all
we
obviously didn't
we
go to
know
this
that.
fucking class.
I
If
did.
Right.
Obama
I
did the
did.
same things Donald Trump was doing,
Because Obama was trying to go through the Congress to get it done instead of doing executive orders and sending it to court.
So you really believe Obama could have got out like Trump?
If
no.
he would have done what Trump did,
They
you
would
listen,
shoot him
listen, listen.
down.
It's
No
a
answer.
difference. Okay, so wait, is it a difference between an executive order and going to Congress,
It's a
waiting for
difference
Congress to
between
bust a
Obama.
move? I'm just asking you a question.
You not answering
Is it a
mine. I was
difference?
about to answer yours.
I am answering yours.
You're not.
Obama had the same power. He didn't know how to use it.
That's no. First of all, the
Bro,
Republicans they have to still approve whatever Obama wanted to do, and Donald Trump has his they like him.
Not an executive order. The president has the power to do certain things by executive order. If he wants it done, he can get it done. And then there are things that you have to go to Congress about. That's the checks and balance of government.
For a black man to ever
what are you talking about?
I haven't even got my point out. You say, what am I talking
No, I'm
about?
talking to her. I'm
You-
not talking to you.
you-
So calm down.
Maybe it's delayed because I was talking.
He was talking Nikki. He wasn't talking
But
to you.
that's not how it
because I was
works.
talking.
Realistically, that's not how it even works.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
No,
that's
it
not how it
is.
works in the real world. That's
In
not
the
how
real world.
he could
I'm just
never
asking
do
you.
that. Obama could
Is
never
there a
do that.
difference between going to Congress? Just ask this question. Is it a difference between going to Congress and an executive order?
Yes, because someone still has to approve it. He can't just sign on a dotted line.
No, an executive order is
Supreme
already
Court still has to
executive
review
order.
it.
You have executive power to do certain things already. You can do it. It's already bestowed upon you as the president.
So that's why the
Any president could have done it. They just didn't do it.
That's not how it works.
You know, I'm gonna say this, and I mean
so
this.
you think he just made it up?
No, he just had the right people
fuck?
in place. He can do what he want to do.
I think
Whose
that
fault
I
is
think
that?
that black men thinking that they will ever fully be accepted in this society, in this capitalistic kind of makeup that we have, is a joke. For you to think that you could put on a suit, on the bed. I'm not saying this to you, right? I'm not saying this to you.
Yes, you are.
Right?
You're talking to me.
I'm not talking. Okay, God
He the
damn.
only one got a
This
suit
type of
up.
shit. This
No,
type of
no,
shit.
I'm
Female.
not.
This
I'm
type of
not.
shit. Females trying to
Damn.
run past niggas like
Damn.
this just
You
made
know
sense.
what? You know what I say when people cut me off? You scared of what the fuck I'm gonna say. For a motherfucker to think that you can assimilate with certain aspects and put it on,
Oh man.
to put it on and think that you're going to be really accepted and Obama could do just what Trump's doing if he got the same. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. And that's a dangerous
game to play.
That's a dangerous way to think. And I would never want my son thinking you could go out there and run with your white friends and do anything.
Didn't I tell you that
like
men
that.
live more dangerously than women?
You're saying Obama had the same power as Trump. He just didn't know how to use it. That's
Did I not just tell you that men live more dangerously than women?
He's saying black. We saying black.
Did I
men.
not just tell you that men live more dangerously than
He
women?
was saying men all.
Kamala would have had the same issues.
Did I just? I don't give a fuck.
They would have had their foot on her
She
neck
wouldn't
too.
have done
She would
it.
have been a token
But
nigga
she wouldn't have
for
done
them
it.
too.
But
What
she
are you
wouldn't have
talking
done it.
about?
But she wouldn't have done it.
She would have. That bitch.
She wouldn't have. She would. But listen, I don't know if you've been to your local Walmart, but that little motherfucker is Mexico.
I do Walmart and Target.
Right. So you seen how the parking lots change when the administrations change?
No.
Right, because you ain't looking at shit like that. I'm looking at the whole picture.
Because where I live at, the Mexicans still be at Home Depot. So I don't know.
There's a very few that. There's always been a very few that was there, but it was extremely. It was extremely excessive for a few years. It was extremely excessive. Like this is stuff that people was living in. Like it's not me telling making that up.
I even have to have a conversation that bias and silent racism exists, right? That's the truth. Now, is it all in the white man's world? Of course not, right? But do black people in general, women, men, children as a whole, have it equal to what white people do? Fuck no. We don't even have it equal to what the foreigners got. And we've been here.
We don't have it equal to what the Mexicans did.
Exactly. We don't even have it equal to what the foreigners who came in here got. It's our people's blood on this shit. And we don't even get the rights that they get. So when you say that he could have did that, no, he couldn't have. They would have
what rights don't you have?
And let me say this: Clinton damn near got kicked out for getting his dick sucked. All of a sudden, Trump could do anything. Let's get the fucking now. He impeached 3 times, and I remember back then where they was gonna impeach him over Monica Lewinsky.
Right.
They impeached a couple of presidents. But Bill Clinton did get impeached. He just didn't get removed from office.
Huh?
No, go look it up.
You say he didn't get removed.
Bill Clinton impeachment went through. It just he wasn't removed from office.
Okay, but do you see my point on what he got impeached for?
Yeah, but that's listen. Scandal is a part of presidency, just like Marilyn Monroe. Like people thought Robert Kennedy was crazy at the time.
Keep the change.
But they loved him at the same time.
That's what he told Monica Lewinsky.
Like man, he got his dick, so he got his dick. You might trip out for that. I'm definitely not arguing over that.
Again, you're letting it go over your head. Again, the whole
point
went over my
head. Don't go over my head. I don't listen. The office does things that people don't agree with all the time.
So that's not
nothing new.
Yeah, on the verge of World War III because this happens all the time, or is it?
So
the world was on the verge of World War III during the last administration.
Okay, but none of us lived that firsthand. I'm saying what Trump's doing is so wild right now because it hasn't been done in a very long time. If it has been done, I don't think any president has ever said I'm going to run more than 8 years.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think any president.
Come on, man.
Some
things that people believe, they just gonna believe them. Like, yeah, but some things that people gonna believe, they just gonna believe. Ain't nobody gonna try to convince you up off of that. If you believe that, go ahead.
What? That Obama didn't have enough did not have the same power as Trump.
He did. He just didn't use it the same way. I'm explaining that to you simply. If we can make
Obama like that.
If you could look,
you're entitled to your opinion.
Then that's just because it's black and white, and that's what I'm saying. Is if somebody don't use an office that they have power to use, that's their fault. If it was the president of a company and they didn't expound on the profit margin to their best abilities, it will be their fault. It's
So
not going to be
you
because
think if Obama would have woke up and said shut down the Department of Education and no white folk and they would have just did it with no problem. They just would have said, "Oh, Obama said shut down." You think so? Then white people would have
did it by
had it.
no, they would have had but listen. No, they would have had the same outrage. So it's going to happen either way.
They would have stopped him. They would have stopped Obama.
Oh my God!
Obama couldn't even have the same rhetoric.
Thank you. It's like it could wear a tan suit.
I said Obama couldn't even use the same rhetoric Donald Trump is using. He couldn't even.
Well, Donald Trump was listen. So I take it y'all didn't watch like The Apprentice or nothing like that back in the day.
We did. We know he's
so
a reality
come on, man. So then that's not nothing surprising.
It's buffoonery, but I didn't watch that shit. No, I didn't.
Yeah, but she's admitting that she did. Like people did watch it, and
but
people were entertained. But wait. It was the top selling show on NBC for like 12 years. Go look it up. Wait. So let me ask you something. So if what I'm doing been selling to the American public for 12 years, why would I stop?
Selling
just
what?
Because I'm going to another venue where I'm doing the same thing. I'm running a company.
What are you talking about?
Right.
The United States stopped being like a country and started being a business years ago. It runs itself like a business. For a long time. It didn't.
We've always had a capitalist
but it became.
That's the name of our economy.
Where it became. But listen, where it became like a. But when it became a corporation, everything had to change about it.
Okay.
Everything had to change about it. So if I went from one corporation being the number one top selling guy,
the first corporate,
and I'm moving on to another company, why would I not keep it going? Because people have been buying into this for 12 years. People gonna ride with me over there. Some gonna fall off, some not. But I'm gonna get new people because I got a bigger audience now. Instead of being on one network, I'm gonna be on every network. Like, what this business? Think about it.
We're saying
just think about it though for a second. Before you say what you said, think about
Trump is talking. We're saying Obama cannot come on air and say, "Get the Mexicans out of here. Fuck them. Fuck the Mexicans."
Come on now.
Obama deported more people than Trump.
Obama could have went into business with the El Salvadorian president and start taking.
It's just at the time.
Like, come on now. They would have been at that nigga's house lynching him.
At the time, they wanted the Mexicans out of here too. At the time. Go look back at the time.
We know that
at the time they wanted them out of here.
Build a wall, and it was slow down immigration. It was things. It was DACA. It was visas. It didn't look like going schools and going churches and snatch children. So it wasn't the same.
No, Obama did the same thing. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Go look it up. Okay. Tom Homan was the same person that worked for Obama.
But we're saying, the way
Obama was taking U.S. citizens and putting them in El Salvadorian prison, and when senators were going out there to get
the only thing out, he did differently was not use Guantanamo Bay.
Hold it. And when people got out there to El Salvador to say, hey, crack them gates on our folks, they're U.S. citizens, they say, oh no, the Obama administration is paying us to keep them here. You believe that?
Okay.
You think that really happened?
Do I think that really happened?
Yeah.
Isn't there documentation of it?
I was being sarcastic. Of course it didn't happen. That nigga would have been out of office doing shit like that. That was sarcasm.
No. Obama had totally different. Man, the stuff they was doing at the time, people didn't like Obama.
We're not asking if he was popular. Of course,
I'm just saying at the time. But at the time, Obama was being pulled because he was pulling kids apart from their families, and he was going through that. They was mad at him over that. They just doing the same thing. It's just now they owned by different people.
No, but what we're saying is Obama cannot get on national television as a black man and say, "Get these fucking Mexicans out of here. Let's just get them out. Who gives a fuck about their kids? Who gives a fuck about their? We don't give a fuck.
Okay,
Get them out of here.
we
Fuck.
talking about Mexicans, but if we really being real, there's so many more countries.
Saying Obama cannot say
But
that.
wait a minute,
same rhetoric
wait a minute. There's so much more countries in Mexico. Like
Okay, but
when he's on there, when he's on there, he's talking about sending all these people back to all their countries.
Okay, we know that, but he specifically be eyeing the Mexicans. But Obama.
No, he's not eyeing no Mexicans. Do you have like you tied in with the Mexicans or something? Is the Mexicans your people? I'm just saying because our black people born in America are black people born in America being deported back to Africa?
I'm saying that is the exclusive group Donald Trump is targeting. Is Mexicans. So he gets on national television and say,
"Are black people from America
in China?"
I'm just trying to figure out. But pause. I got you. Are black people in America that were born in America being deported or something?
No.
Because well, this ain't even your issue.
Next.
Because Mexicans is not going to fight for you, boo-boo.
Issue. We're talking about the rhetoric Donald Trump uses. If he get on TV, he can get on TV and say the most ludicrous, crazy stuff.
And that's the problem, because we worried about everybody else getting some shit that we ain't even got. That's the fucking problem. You sitting here and telling me about the Mexicans. What is he doing for black people that was born in America?
No, the conversation was Obama can never do what Donald Trump is doing. He can't go on
because he don't come from the same background as Donald Trump. He was a politician. Donald Trump was not no politician. I'm not tapping around that. I said that in the beginning. Donald Trump comes from TV.
He does come from TV.
Donald Trump.
Barack Obama, okay.
He's not a TV. He's not a reality star. Donald Trump's a white businessman with political ties from his family and his lineage, right? I mean,
he come from TV though. You know what I'm saying? Because
Donald Trump was a businessman before he ever got The Apprentice. Why would they
just told you she watched The Apprentice?
He was a business. He was on
in Vegas. He was on the show. He was on the show because he was a successful businessman. He made a show out of it.
He did business way before he got on that show.
Right.
Okay.
Duh.
Yeah.
Not a reality TV star.
But he moved that into reality TV.
He was definitely a businessman.
For sure, but he moved that into reality TV. Everybody transitions from one thing to another.
Do with him and Obama and what he's doing?
Obama don't come from the same background. I said that before. That's what it has to do with.
Meaning what?
He's not like that.
Like what?
He's not going to be salacious.
So, okay, elaborate on that, please.
So, somebody who coming from TV is taught and trained. You ever heard about being TV trained, media trained?
Scripted?
They're taught how to pull things out of people, how to get people riled up. Obama comes from a place where he comes off like a welcoming brother or a preacher. If you go listen to those like business gurus, man, they talk to you like you ain't shit.
I'm confused on that.
They talk to you like you ain't nothing.
I think that any political person in any party gets prepped, and I only know that because my daughter.
Go listen to Don Pena. Dan Pena. Go listen to Dan Pena.
I think any political person is going to be prepped for an image, and I think that they're going to have a whole team trying to keep you under that image, right? And I only know this because my daughter was just working hand in hand with London Breed in San Francisco, and how she was on camera was nothing like the.
It's not how she is when she off.
Oh my God! What is your thing with law? What is your thing with that?
I'm agreeing with you, man. Just stop it, man. Ain't nobody got it. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, but
I'm agreeing with you. Stop it. Just move on. Just keep on going. Keep going.
The black woman she was, she got off stage. She was amazing. So I don't always think the image that they push, like, as far as, making you presidential or political is always who people are, right? Definitely like Donald Trump, because Donald Trump's a complete fucking moron when he's not being scripted. And we all know that. Anybody who knows that knows he's an idiot, right? So
you think he's scripted?
I think he's ignorant. I don't even know if he's got the ability to read the script. I don't know. He's not educated. He's not educated.
Right. You can't even argue with shit
like that. He's not. And I'm not.
So he just signs contracts. He just signs contracts and do $1 billion deals, and he's not smart.
He's business savvy. Being street smart and being educated is different. I could put a scholar in the middle of
But
East
we're not
Oakland.
talking about the
I could put a
streets.
scholar in the middle of East Oakland. You think they're gonna have all the skills? No.
No,
So
because
it's
they're not
the
from
same.
the
This is what the
streets.
stuff that's not the jail. Prison and jail are not the same. Prison and jail.
Exactly. We're talking
It's
about
not
the
the same,
presidential
boo.
office.
It's not the same.
We're
It's
talking
not
about
the
the presidential office. We're
I'm
talking about
saying Donald
prison.
Trump is not smart.
Bro, what are you talking about? Like
He's
you're talking about the presidential office. You just said something about prison. Of
What?
course, they're not the same, boo boo. The presidential office takes a whole nother standard of business acumen.
Donald
So
Trump still not.
All
what
right,
are you
look.
talking about?
Hey, have y'all heard about the stabbing in Frisco?
Which
The
one?
Which
high
one?
school kids?
That happened every other day.
No, in Texas.
Oh yeah, for sure,
At the track meet.
for sure,
Been all over the news, CNN. Y'all heard about it?
No.
for sure.
You ain't heard about it?
Who got stabbed? A parent or a child?
No, the kid.
What?
Black kid stabbed a white kid.
No.
Now they getting real black and white about that.
Of course.
Nah, it's some old Southern racism shit. But look, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna let y'all check this news clip out. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something different though. Like it's a different type of energy going on right now out there. You feel me? On that shit, it's a lot of racial tension.
For sure.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Fox 4's Amelia Jones spoke with the teen's victim father
That's it.
and is live in Frisco tonight. Amelia.
Oh, Frisco, Texas.
Steve, 17-year-old Austin Metcalf had a bright future ahead of him. He was a leader on the football field and a scholar in the classroom. His dad told me he's holding on to memories and leaning deep on his faith as he tries to wrap his mind around this senseless tragedy.
He was going to turn out to be a great individual and impact this world with positivity.
17-year-old Austin Metcalf was voted MVP of the Frisco Memorial High School varsity football team. The linebacker held a near-perfect GPA and was in the National Honor Society.
He was on the right track. He was doing everything right. I was so proud.
Jeff Metcalf never imagined that his son's future would be cut short.
I'm still in shock.
Wednesday morning, Austin Metcalf was at a District 11 5A track meet at Kirkendall Stadium. Around 10 a.m., Frisco police say 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony stabbed Metcalf in the chest after some sort of fight. Jeff Metcalf says it was Austin's twin brother, Hunter Metcalf, who tried to save him.
And his brother was holding him, trying to hold the blood in, and he passed. My son watched his brother die in his arms.
It's unclear how Anthony got the knife into the meat or what exactly led up to the fight. Anthony is now facing first-degree murder charges, and Jeff Metcalf
It was the best weekend ever.
is only left with memories.
I was able to watch and be blessed so much. They're having both my sons are amazing.
When Jeff Metcalf was diagnosed with cancer 9 years ago, his boys were his strength. Now cancer-free, it's his faith that's keeping him strong.
Oh shit! Can y'all hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear me? I'm sitting here just talking and talking and talking. I'm like, what the fuck? So that didn't spark a lot of like black and white shit going on down south, like because of this right here. The way the media portrayed the black dude, bro, is so fucked up. Like, man, they made the nigga like just seem like, you know how they do, bro. Thug, this, that. They try to make it like just like we fucked up and shit, right? So what happened was it was raining and shit. White dude tried to move him, make him move from up under their school tent. Altercation happened, black dude stabs him. You know what I'm saying? Now in Texas, you gotta stand your ground.
Mm-hmm.
So the outrage from our community is like, nigga, if it was the other way around, that's the first thing the media was gonna say. Oh, he stood his ground. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, but what y'all think about that though? Like, you know what I'm saying? That whole situation, like, kind of.
I actually been following that case from the reports I read in the news reports. He's actually bullied himself, and I believe
Hold on, you said what?
I've been following the case in other reports and things. He was actually protecting himself, and kind of find out. I believe they had at least 2 prior interactions previously
Oh,
outside of this track meet, to where they thought the guy Ashton, the one who was deceased,
yeah,
framed him as being bullying the other guy.
yeah. That's the word. What they be saying, like,
Yeah, from the case, he basically told, like, he tried to move him. The guy, I guess, it's been an ongoing thing that whole night, because
allegedly.
allegedly during
Yeah,
that whole night, and I guess the other student who stabbed him was basically fed up, like, okay, come here and bother me again. This is what's going to happen, and they had an altercation. And that's what happened.
yeah.
So basically, stand your ground. He gave him verbal warnings, and you know he told him to comply, and he didn't. And that's what led to his bond, because his bond was set at 1 million, then it was dropping
Yeah,
out to 250K,
they
just
dropping
based
down.
on all the evidence keep coming in that's pertaining to him. He could already confess to the murder, say, yeah, I killed him, but I was defending myself, and all the evidence points to self-defense. But since he's a black boy, it's being seen as, other
Murder.
yeah.
Why he bring a knife and all this shit? But honestly, I used to run track like back in high school and shit. And like them track meets, them motherfucking adults don't be watching us, nigga. Like
No, they
motherfuckers be
don't, and
all
that's really the
what?
problem.
That's the
Because
absolute
if you hold everybody accountable in a situation, how do you get the knife in there?
yeah.
That's the
Them
biggest thing. Because
adults
I used
ain't
to work for the school,
yeah.
and they'll tell you straight up and down. And I believe in not treating it like a racial issue. The
Right.
student should have had the shit at the damn school, whether he be black, whether he be white. Period. You're not supposed to say weapons in school. That's in the student handbook. They tell you that.
Yeah, but
Um,
this wasn't school though. They weren't in school now. This is off from their schools. Okay, so Texas, you know how track meets go. Schools come
no,
from
I
every
know exactly how that go.
yeah, yeah.
If you go to any school,
You're not
they
supposed
gonna
to do
tell
that.
you if you go somewhere representing your school, you're
Right,
gonna treat it just like you at the school.
right. Okay, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
be I be at I be at the parent teacher conference.
Right.
Yeah.
You know how
So
that's
I hear
so
them say that, and I tell my kid, you heard what they said, right? If you go down to the basketball gym playing like you about to fight this girl, they gonna treat you like you at school and suspend you the same way.
right.
So you don't want to get messed up? Cool, right on. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
know, I'm
So
saying like them coaches, the niggas gonna be searching them
no,
students.
they not.
They don't be
The quality of coaches. Even me, I gotta take a responsibility for it because I stepped away from the game. The quality of coaches has gone down. The quality of administrators have gone down. The quality of people that are around the kids have gone down as times have went on. So it's sad. I really wish it didn't happen to nobody. But they got to figure out how to make a definite about this because either you can or you can't. Once there's a gray area, it leaves room for somebody to get hurt, and this is where that happens. Um, we can't have that because I think about it like, what if my little black kid had been a motherfucker to get stabbed?
no
I ain't
that
gonna be playing it cool. I ain't gonna be playing it cool just because the kid black too.
right.
If he just stabbed my black kid, I'll be pissed.
Yeah. Man,
So that's how I look at it. Trying to be responsible about it
yeah.
because
Ladies, how y'all feel
I
about
can't
this?
go through the black and white shit. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all don't like each other.
How y'all ladies feel about that? Like, what's y'all perspective like on that?
Right. I mean, it's a kid dead, right? Like a child lost their life, right? So I feel
Right.
like that's always tragic, like to start with, right? But
Facts.
um from the short clip that I seen, right, and you're seeing pictures and you're seeing a dad, right? the dad was fighting hard for the redneck and him not to come out. That's my perspective, right? I think he was. I think he was very much.
My condolences to
I
the
think he was
family. That
watching
was
his
funny.
words. I think he was fighting hard, and he lost his baby. So I meant that in no joke, right? Because I never ever want to be in a position where I'm talking about the loss of my child, right? So,
I'm
but I
sorry
see him.
to
He was
laugh at
fighting.
y'all.
He
But
was fighting the
That's
red.
funny because I don't think he was trying to hide. I thought he
Okay.
was totally getting redneck.
I've been to, or maybe just not saying what the fuck he really saying off screen.
Right.
That interview, when that camera got cut, went a lot different. I guarantee you, right? So I've been to Frisco, Texas. Me and my mom were going to Neosco, the Indian casino, when I was in Texas, and we stopped in Frisco to get gas.
Oh, y'all going to Oklahoma?
No, Neosco. It's like an Indian reservation.
None of that in Texas. There's no casinos in Texas.
There
It's
is
gonna be Oklahoma. It's gonna be like the border.
It was on the border, the Crescent.
Yeah.
So when I was in Texas with my mother, we rode to Neosco. It's an Indian reservation.
Right.
I don't know exactly what lines it was on, but Frisco was one of the cities on its way out.
Yeah.
Felt weird, like NISKO. It's an Indian reservation casino, so whatever. I don't know, but
Right.
everyone was like, get your gas and get back on the freeway. Meaning to me, they knew what the fuck that type of area was, right? So I always feel bad
like
for
Gainesville or something.
Huh?
Gainesville, like after Frisco, like Frisco, it's not that country like that to where you can't stop and get gas. You get what I'm saying?
Stop. I said we stopped and got gas. And the people
Yeah, but you were talking about but on up, you talking about like people like when you were leaving the casino, they were telling you like just stop, don't stop.
On our way up, they said get gas and get out of there. That's what we were told. For my mom's friend Katrina, who lived out here, and they both moved to Texas.
Frisco?
No, they moved to Houston.
Oh, okay. They were just saying in Frisco, yeah. Cause like Frisco, it's like it's a suburb.
Yeah,
it's a suburb. Rich people. Cowboys are there, and that's where the story is and all that shit. But it ain't like somewhere where you just can't drive through. But me personally, I try to avoid all suburbs.
Okay, that's the thing. I've never been out.
I'm just saying, I try to stay out the suburbs.
Especially if your vehicle ain't known around there.
And then a California person, because we don't have to give warnings like that, right?
Right.
So when you get a warning like that, it kind of makes us already
like awesome
high alert, right? Like what?
Right.
And then it's not like California where you might be able to slap a white bitch. This bitch might be carrying and you're not, because you're not from that state, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a different position that you put yourself in, right? So I don't know, but I was just looking at the news feed, looking at the two white kids, looking at the mugshot that they used for the young black guy. And if it was excessive bullying, I hope his mother has sense. I hope his mother has enough wherewithal to put it out there and blast it and get it to Ben Crump and get it to people who are going to make sure her son's story is heard. Because I remember this kid took a gun a couple of years ago to a school. Remember the little black boy that went and shot and he killed the kid and shot a teacher, but he was being bullied as well and he beat the case?
Yeah.
And there was all that backlash because his family was throwing him a welcome home party.
Oh shit.
So
my friend did that same shit. He ain't never made it back home. Hey, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta go make it somewhere. Salute to y'all. Mike, one love.
For sure. All right, Brody.
Yeah, I was just say
that. It's late.
Yeah, it's getting late for all of us.
Yeah, damn it is. I damn, we almost went 2 hours. I've been trying to wait to get y'all to we'll see when we gonna pop it off or end it. But shit, it was getting good. So,
All right. Well, good night, black people. Y'all take care.
Good night. What happened?
I was actually back on.
I'm sorry. Your phone breaking up, baby. What you ask me?
Are you gonna come back on next Wednesday?
Shit, if I'm invited, I feel like I done got revoked around here.
No,
you ain't revoked. You good. You good. Hold on, let me end this stream, man. Hey, yeah.
You guys take care. Good night.
All right.
All right. Take it easy. Take it easy, baby. This has been another good edition, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with your boy. HED the Playmaker, man. And until next time, I'm out this beat. You know what I'm talking about?
With me, huh? How I feel to be a motherfucking real one. Wouldn't know the feeling, nigga, cause you ain't one. How I feel to really make it out the mud. One time for the ones who already knew they really would.